Yes, dudes. Guys, we're back. It's Wednesday morning, 5:45. Just saw the first team go out. Guys, I was just busy wolfing down some toast here and getting some carbs back in the system here. Watching the first team go out now, guys, at the Mixed Relay TTT at the 2025 UCI World Championships here. Let's get it on. CHAKA Con. So Benin's out on course, guys. It's a total of 42.5 kilometers if you look at the route here. 42.5 kilometers. So each team of three will be doing half the course. Yeah, nice here today. You can see the team on course right now. Take a look at the profile up here. This is the team moving right now. They will take on the Cote de Nyanza, 2.5 kilometers at 6%. They won't come back up it though. We've got timing points right before the top of the climb. Timing point 2 at the bottom. They take on the Cote de Kimihurura again, up the cobbles. That's the relay point right at the finish line. Then the second team goes out. It's 3 women, 3 men. I'm already seeing one of the Benin riders struggling off the back. Guy at the very front's taking a look back, realizing we got to keep this dude with us. Keep this bro with us. If we lose him now, we're going to be a third down on power. This happens a lot, guys. I've seen this. I've watched this event several times over the past few years. Some of the riders just get completely blown out the back, and then there's just riders doing a solo effort. Not really sure how many have to cross the finish line together. Is it just even one to make it to the relay point? This rider's coming back on now. 143 for Benin here. Dudes, welcome aboard. Yep, 3 guys, 3 ladies per team. And you know what I just noticed there too, Pop Marino, is that I noticed with Benin, they sent the men out first. In the past, I've seen the men go last. So I think it's probably optional. How do you want to run it? And that's what I like about this. I like the tactics and the strategy behind it. Uganda's just started 24 seconds ago, guys. Australia, definitely the finish. Switzerland's a huge favorite too. France. Guys, have they all won it? Believe Australia won it last year. Yeah, here we go, guys. Last winners of World Championship Mixed Relay, 2023 with Switzerland. Oh, so maybe they didn't have one last year. That's strange. 2022 is Switzerland, 2021 Germany, 2019 Netherlands. This is not the usual Swiss team here. Who's missing? Bissinger's missing. I think he's been replaced with Jan Christian. Mauro Schmidt is the time trial champion of Switzerland at the moment. So when we see them go out, that's going to be incredible. Stefan Kuhn, time trial specialist. Actually, I like the Spanish team. Raul Garcia Prina, Ivan Romeo. Dudes, no one's even talking about them. Did they even show up on the list there? Let me have a quick peek here, guys. I'm going to come back in here right now. So Uganda's out on course 2. Wonder how much these riders have had time to work together, riding together. So Spain is rated way low on the list. Just going to have a little quick peek. So we got Ethiopia going next. Rwanda. We only have 15 teams. I noticed as of yesterday afternoon, you guys might have seen my little goofy Colin hanging outside video. I just wanted you guys to let you know that I'm actually still alive. Travels with Tony's here. T. Royvin's back from Mauritius. Yeah, it's totally different, guys. So yeah, 2 teams of 3 has to be a female team and a male team. And it looks like the first 2 teams have sent the men out first. I've seen it before where the women went out first. So I'm not sure if that's optional. I'm thinking it is. You run it how you want. I'd send the women out first is what I would do. Just looking at the course here right now. Moving along quite nicely here. This is Uganda team. They've got to really stick together. They have to know how to work together as teams. Once you're off the back, you're never going to get caught back on. Do they wait for you? That's going to slow them down. If they don't wait for you, they've lost a third of the power of the team. Yep, the event gets more airtime for emerging countries in the cycling world. Should be a huge boost to cycling in Africa. Yeah, I'm sure lots of people will be watching this. There's streams everywhere of this. You probably saw me talk about it yesterday. My stream's been terrible lately, just because people can watch us anywhere on YouTube. which, like I said, I think in one of my videos, I still don't think you're allowed to do that. Like, you can watch it, but you don't have copyrights to this to show it yourself, but it's just being allowed anyways. Oh, okay, T. Robinson, I think it changes for this year. The men go first. Yeah, so they might have just said, hey guys, men go first. That's it. This is the rules we made up. Women go last. Looking back at the Spanish team, guys, I thought they got a good team. Raul Garcia Pena. This guy is a time trialist. Here he is right here. This is the dude that's going to Movistar next year. Just finished 18th in the individual time trial. So he's, maxed out time trial ability. Then if you look at Ivan Romeo here, another great time trialist. He was the under-23 Spanish champion, I believe. Nope, world champion last year, guys. Look at this. Last year, this dude here was men under-23 individual time trial champion in 2024. And who was the third rider? Hector Alvarez. Who was that? Oh, Future Racing. So maybe, yeah, I'll have to take a look at him. Oh, 9th. Take a look at this. Under 23 individual time trial. Guys, I just kind of caught little bits and drabs. I had it on watching it. The under 23, before that event even came on, to me, it was just obvious that the Swedish dude, Soderquist, was going to win. He's on Lidl Trek's development team right now, moving to the big team next year. Maybe we can see who he is here. Rwanda's getting ready to go. I'll take a look at the riders here. Let me just jump out. I want to see, okay, Poyang Lake, World Championships. There's the individual time trial juniors. Okay, yesterday was all juniors. Yeah, Jakob Soderquist. This dude that won by 1 minute and 3 seconds over really fast-moving Nate Pringle from New Zealand. Maxime Decomble from France, 104. Those two are really close. And Finn Lorenzo here, just outside in 4th place. So yeah, guys, yesterday, as of yesterday afternoon, what was it, 4 o'clock? There was a Canadian team. Jonas Walton was on it. I think Laurent Gervais was on it. I've seen all of them race this week. Individual time trials. There was a couple of women there. Who was it? I think it was Olivia Burrell, and I think it was Magdalene Valeris. I think that's her name. She rode at Tour de France Femmes. So something happened overnight. Someone got sick, and they pulled the team out. I actually thought they might have a chance of doing well at it. I see there's another race on right now, another one of those one-day races. So 3 teams are on course at the moment. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit for myself. Oh, dude, I like that. Guys, if I missed anyone so far, I'm just catching up here. Good day, mates. Anthony, dude, I love this. Hi, dudes. Does Colin's voice remind anyone of President Ronald Reagan? Sounds like a reincarnation of the senior man. Dude, Ronald Reagan. Love that dude. He's the coolest guy alive. Travel Storm, you can stream it in a window, but YouTube will notice and they will cut you off. Yeah, dude, so like, guys, here's Colin's whining session, okay? So I streamed for 6 hours on Sunday. I got 2,000 views, doing everything properly, not stealing people's content, adding the details, the stats, the chat, and there'll be someone else streaming it from whoever knows where, getting 10, 20, 30,000 views. And all they're doing is just stealing something and reposting it online. So, and the problem with, there's different levels of copyright on YouTube. I've kind of bumped into them accidentally. Sometimes you'll be told, hey, your video's going down. I don't know if I've ever had that happen. One time I had my stream suspended. That was a shocker when that happened. Benin here, same riders before. 143 for Benin is definitely the rider that's struggling today. I think he might be dropped over the top of this first climb. I'm going to watch the front riders, 141, 142 here. What I'll do is maybe bring up their names on secondary screen. Where am I going to do this? Yeah, I can see the riders here. And yeah, with their names and that, it's going to be hard for me to tell. It looks like we got Ricardo here, Giroffe, and then I'm going to guess Glorad. Rwanda warming up right now. I can see this is the women warming up for Rwanda here. So the Rwanda team goes out fourth at 13:57. They must be on course right now. It's 13:57 here now. 5:57 in the morning for me. Late start today, guys. Anything before 6 is pretty late. So 143 is definitely struggling on this climb. Looks like this guy needs a way lower gear. Way lower gear. He's really grinding out a huge gear, just valiantly trying to hang on there. Hang on, dude. Hang on. Looks like good equipment. Wonder where they get their equipment from. Like, so this looks like a really nice S-Works time trial bike. A little bit dated. I can see there's rim brakes on it. But still, this thing would be smoking fast. So yeah, President Ronald Reagan here. Oh, so yeah, okay. So Tony says you can stream it in a window, but YouTube will notice and they will cut you off. Yeah, so those guys just stream. So I've looked at some of the channels and I'm like, okay, so you're just showing the stream and it's the only video they have. So it's just a lot of excitement for this event. They probably don't even know the rules. Rwanda's going out now on my replay here, guys. Unfortunately, not the best TT riders. Yeah, we're missing a few. Especially with these lesser team guys, this is going to be an event that they're going to struggle at even more than, say, an individual time trial. They may not even know how to work together properly. Different parts of the country. Who will be on the UCI World Cycling Center team? I'm not even sure what that team is. Must be like a refugee country. Well, maybe not. No, this is a team I think promotes cycling. There is one refugee rider, A.B. Weiss. We saw him at the individual time trial. 143 for Benin has been definitely dropped now. This is Giraffe Tediao Tosavi. Over that first climb, guys, he is out the back. Out the back now. He won't be coming back unless he can bomb that descent. Rwanda looking good at the start here. Let's see who the Rwanda riders are. Yeah, okay, I am showing you guys that. Rwanda. And I'm going to destroy their names. So for Uganda, Lawrence, looks like Shafiq and Kamuli. I'm going to probably use their first names for a bit here, guys. Ethiopia's out on course. Rwanda has just set off here. I'm surprised we're not seeing some of the riders that we saw on last Sunday. Where's Shemu? Shemu, remember him? The first dude to go out, sat in the hot seat for probably, I don't know, an hour. Got to enjoy all that at the finish line. What an experience for him. So what's the strangest countries that are participating today, if no Mexico or Slovenia? Yeah, dude, where's Slovenia? Where's Poggy? Where's the super strong? I don't understand, guys. I guess they're focusing on other things, and I guess you got to plan it out. Yeah, you can put Poggy in there. You know, superb time trialist. But it might affect his results on the weekend. So, what do they do? And it also depends on, can you get a good balanced team? Do you have 3 strong dudes? Slovenia would have that. Is their women's team strong enough to compete? So it's probably a little bit of that going on. Tony, add a video remove. Strike given for a commentary on Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, where I had some clips added in. And the strike and removal came over a month after I posted the video. Yeah, Tony, I'm really strict about what I do. And I think we've had a few, but they've just been like, hey, dude, you can't do that. And they haven't even been like, hey, we're taking it down. It's just been, you can still play it, but you're not going to get any YouTube partnership benefits out of it. So one was, I think, Jojo used a video from Canva. So she has premium Canva, used some audio. So if you've got premium Canva and you try to create like a little highlight clip and put it on YouTube, that clip is already being monetized through Canva. Therefore, you can use it, but it gets struck. Like you can't, this doesn't qualify. Then we had one where I showed a highlight reel from 5 years ago. And I think that's the one, yeah, it was the little Tour de France jingle. It's like a 10-second jingle, that they always play. That got struck, not the video. But that video got suspended. And then the crazy thing is they restarted it afterwards. Like, okay, you're not doing anything bad anymore. You can go. So it's all automated. But still, guys, I'm playing this and I'm doing my channel the right way. I'm not ripping people's stuff off. It kind of annoyed me how many free YouTube streams I saw. I'm like, are you kidding me? And that's cool. Do your free YouTube streams. Everyone should YouTube if they can, but add something to it. You got to add to it. Host country is underway. Yep. Ukraine has a team today, so missing 6 spot. Yeah. The household name for Premier Top Notch Cycling, Ethiopia. Yep. Poggi and Roglic and Urska would be a good base for a TT. Yeah, sometimes even stricter on music than on video. Yeah, so we had a Canva audio struck. And Joey's like, yeah, but I pay for it. It doesn't matter. The content creator is getting the benefits through Canva, so he can't do it in 2 places apparently. So here's the Benin team, just 2 riders here. Now they're going to have to go to like, what is it, kilometer 21.25, something like that. Let's see what we're at here. Yeah, total course is 41.8. So what's that going to be, 20.9 kilometers? Yeah, each team. And where are they on course right now? I need to refresh this, guys. 2 riders over the top of the climb here now. They've lost a rider altogether. Oh, I think it's showing what kind of work they're doing. So these guys do have time trial experience. Let's take a look at them here. 141. This is Glorad. Live stats rides for... Okay, he's got a Benin jersey on, so that he must have been riding for that team for a while. Côte d'Ivoire Tour. Benin. That's... Okay. So he's the Benin under 23 individual time trial champion. Riding for... Okay, it is Benin, sorry. Tour de Togo. So a lot of African races. No European experience here. Rwanda's sticking all together, guys. These 3 are gelled and they're sticking together. Yeah, so they are very strict on audio. I think it might be easier to find. Yeah, Dawn. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn says, I don't care for YouTubers who just set it and forget their stream sessions. Boring. Well, dude, the thing too is that they're just... Like, it's free for UCI, but... It's still, okay, so like guys, I make my content for free. It's not copyrighted in a sense like music, but it's still my content. So if someone wants to use my content, they have to change it enough, you know, add some critique to it, saying, yeah, this is the best looking guy on YouTube right here. Best looking 56-year-old man on YouTube reminds me of Ronald Reagan. Just kidding, dudes. And let's have a sip of coffee here. Oh, very strange. Guys, I need to figure something out here. Very strange. Why is this not plugged in? Oh, I know why. I think I got to open that up. How am I going to do this in the background? Well, hang on, guys. I got to pull something up here. I don't think my stream deck's open. Yeah, so they're just taking someone else's stuff. You can't, like, there's all that fair usage stuff, right? Okay, guys, I'm going to try to do this real quick if I can here. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm down here. I got to open up my stream deck. There, we're back. We should be back right away, guys. And sorry, there'll be a black screen there. Let's just see if that's going to run now. Yeah, there we go. We're good. Through the first checkpoint, guys, I've finally seen some times pop up here. I've got 2 times through. Uganda, moving nice. Wow, so Uganda would have passed Benin out there. I missed the pass, guys. Uganda, sorry, they wouldn't have passed them. They finished 2:20 back, and I think they're at 2.5 minute starts as well. Let me go confirm that over here. Starts. Oh, no, guys, they're on 4 minute starts. Yeah, 4 minutes between teams. They don't want them getting tangled together. There, Stream Deck is on, guys. Let's just make sure Stream Deck is on. You guys let me know. Coming around for a 709er. Stream Deck should be on. So I guess I have to open the Stream Deck every time to get the little special lights to appear on it. You can see right there. Okay, guys, I just want to read the chat here. Yeah, so Don, exactly. I'm watching. I found like 20 streams yesterday just taking what I'm watching on Flow Bikes with those commentators and just rebroadcasting it. You can't do that. You just can't. And especially when it's a live event. To me, that's even worse. Okay, one of the Rwanda riders been dropped. It's Mike Uwidehe, 113 for Rwanda. Watching being dropped now. Getting dropped on that exact same climb, I think. Gonna figure out where they are here. Yeah, the Rwanda rider, they're probably coming up that first climb. I can't actually see their names here on the climbs. But Uganda went through the first checkpoint right before the top of the Côte de Nyanza in 14 minutes, 14 seconds. Benin went through 2 minutes, 28.43 seconds down. These stats on here are a little bit hard to read with the apostrophes, or the commas, I should say. Fair use. YouTube's fair use policy allows for unlicensed use of copyright material in reaction videos if the content is transformative. Yeah, dude, exactly. So I could take an old race video and do a reaction to it and talk about it. And I'm not going to react like, oh, wow, that's incredible. Ooh, yeah. I'm going to talk about the race, how I remember going down. So I'm going to do some of those too, guys. And I'm going to do some other fun stuff as well. What you're going to find out here too, like I'm looking at the Ethiopia team, it looks like all three riders here, all on different TT bikes. It's not on brand. But you know what? That might happen too, even with some of the better teams. They're used to a specific bike. So maybe I'll retract that. I'm sure, like, wait till we see Australia, Switzerland, France come out. They might be all on different bikes too, because that's their equipment they use year round. Ben and Jerry, yeah, exactly. Can anyone find Benin on the map without Googling? Dude, I would say it's West Coast Africa, I think. That's where I think it is. Tony, happy early birthday. Tony is 60 tomorrow, guys. Dawn will find it takes about half an hour. Coming around. Okay, Dawn did hear it. Thanks, Dawn. Yeah, so I didn't have any of that stuff set up, guys. We are in the pipe. 5x5. When you're off for 2 days straight, you kind of forget what you're doing. Chinese men are now, I think the Chinese team will look really pieced together well. Some of the other teams are looking quite ragged. Ooh, Ethiopia sets the new fastest time, going through the first checkpoint at 13 minutes, 58 seconds. Wow. 13:58, guys. So the first checkpoint is at 8 kilometers. I imagine the Australians are going to be coming through there under 13 minutes. Oh, easy. Easy, even with the climb involved. So if we take a look at the Australian team, guys, take a look at their team. Michael Matthews, more of a sprinter, but still a really strong cyclist. Maybe he'll just hang around for a little bit of the time trial. But then you've got Jay Vine. Yeah, this dude, second at the individual time trial last Sunday. And you've also got Luke Plapp, another incredible time trialist, who got 7th. So 2nd and 7th place last Sunday will be working together today, along with Michael Matthews. Then we take a look at the women's side of it. Brody Chapman, really strong time trialist here. She got 4th at the women's event, just on Sunday. Looks like they've just subbed this rider in. Felicity Wilson-Haffenden. Maybe they lost a rider to sickness. Oh, she got 4th at the women's event on Sunday. And Amanda Spratt was not at the event. So this is her first event here this week. Swiss team, Jan Christian, Stefan Kung, Mauro Schmidt. Those are bangers. Look at the women's side. Naomi Rugg, Yasmin Lechty, and the world champion Marlon Roos are here. First in the women's individual time trial. For Belgium, we have Kampenaerts, Florian Vermeesch, Jonathan Verveen. Oh, Belgium did have Justine, but she had to withdraw. That's why there's a change here. Marieke Meert. Justine, you guys know her name. Starts with a G. I can never say her last name. Gebi or something like that. So Australia is very strong. Look at France. Bruno Amarel, Paul Seha, Pavel Sivakov. Like, come on. Then we got for the women, Cedrine Kerbal. 13th at the individual time trial on Sunday. They've also got a Juliette Labousse. She was 7th on Sunday. So strong. And Mavis Squiban, who won 2 stages back to back at the Tour de France Femmes, guys. She won stage 6 and stage 7 at the Tour de France. Solo wins. By herself. No one with her. Warrior. Other strong teams. So these are the lesser teams here. Less developed countries. So you got to think, Australia is probably your, I say, hands down favorite. Throw Belgium in, France, Switzerland. Italy, they got Frigo, Sobrero, Mattia Catania. Italy strong too. Back to the stats here, and who else do we have through here? Okay, Benen's through. Okay, we got teams through the second checkpoint now. There's 5 checkpoints here, guys. 5 and the finish. So we're going to get 3 times for the men, 3 times for the women. Front 2 riders for Benin are now on the cobble climb. So they're coming to the end of their shift. They're on the Côte de Kimihurra. Harura? Yeah, on the cobbles now. Seen it now. Travel zone. Yeah, one of the toughest geography questions is to name all African nation order around the coast of Africa. Dude, I could never do that. And I like to think I know geography. I think I'm better than most, but that's a hard one. These two working really good to their 141 and 142 here. That's Glorad and Ricardo. They're out there right now. Ted Tosavi got dropped on the first climb. He can't be that far behind because it was generally downhill all the way. Tough climb here at the finish, guys. Ethiopians are born with big lungs and hearts. That's why they win so many marathons and distance races. What's Don saying here? 1.3 billion people in China. They were able to spare 6 people from building. Oh, nice. Don. Yeah. Don, this is where you get to say, I'm allowed to say that because I'm Chinese. Right? I didn't know that, Don. I think you told me that before. That's a joke I always like to have. Oh, I'm allowed to say that because my dad was Scottish. I'm allowed to say that. It's kind of something you can drop when you say something like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah, but I'm allowed to because my great-great-great-great-grandfather, he was Italian. Visma should lease some bikes to riders without proper gear. Yeah, there was definitely teams here, dude, Anthony, that didn't have good gear. These guys look pretty good on their bikes. And actually, the Benin team here, they're riding disc brakes. These dudes are. I think it was Uganda that had rim brakes. Are those discs? I'm trying to have a good look here, guys. I don't see the rim brakes. They might be hidden. Sometimes they put the rim brakes down low on the bike. Smash it, guys. Smash it. Both in the biggest ring on the back, small ring in the front. Yeah, I'm not seeing rim brakes on these two bikes. But again, I'm thinking when we see the top teams, I highly doubt they're going to put Luke Plapp and Jay Vine on the same brand bike just for this one event. They're going to want to ride their equipment. So that makes sense to me. But definitely with some of the lesser teams, that's all they got. Yeah, Don's from New Jersey. Yeah, Gano would be way too strong in the Italian team. He would be almost freewheeling all the way around. Yeah, I think he just said the course didn't suit him. Okay, here they are. Here's the Chinese men team. Again, different brand bikes. Even some different helmets, which is weird. You know, well, again, too. I guess they've got sponsors. Maybe they ride certain helmets out in, for their pro rides. Here's the turnaround point. You don't very often get to see the turnaround point. This is for the Chinese here. So it is out and back. They turn around, they come back home here. Wow, I thought this was a golf course. Is this a golf course here? Sure looks like it. But maybe not. Nice big amphitheater at the turnaround point here. Through the first checkpoint, guys, China just swoops in. Puts themselves 21 seconds ahead of Ethiopia. So it's China, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Uganda, and Benin. So Benin's only got 2 riders. They're kind of like the team that's been struggling the most. Although these 2 dudes are working really good together. They lost a rider so early on, it's really going to affect their time. So instead of splitting the work with 3, now him and the other dude, they're doing 50-50 work. They don't get a chance to rest. They don't get as much rest. Don't spend a crap ton of quarters on pinball at Wallington Lanes in the 70s. Okay, we're talking about this bowling alley. Yeah, we'll see what some of these teams do. I'm going to look at it here. I mean, Ukraine could be a little bit of a surprise. I think Spain might be. I mean, they got Paula Blasi. Paula Blasi's there. Take a look at her. 6 at the GC Tour de France. Oh, that was Tour de l'Avenir, sorry. Romandy, though. First in the points. Wasn't there a time trial? Yeah, look at her. She first stage time trial at the Tour of Romandy. Granted, it was only 4.4 kilometers. She destroyed the field there. 17 seconds over 4.4 kilometers. It was an uphill time trial, and she beat Urska Zigart. Poggy's main squeeze. Again, Urska does better on a climbing time trial, just like Poggy. I had someone say, wouldn't it, imagine if Urska won the individual time trial? I'm like, it's not possible. It's not possible. Unless it was to go straight up, she can't win it. She's not that type of rider. And that's not crapping on her. That's just the realities. It's kind of like saying, could Filippo Ganna win the Alpe d'Huez? No, absolutely not. He's too big of a dude. He needs a long, flat, rolling course, up to rolling, to just drop watt bombs. So several teams have had replaced. Australia had a last-second replacement. Germany did as well. Belgium, that was for Justine. Looks like the UCI World Cycling Center had to plug a couple of riders in just within the last day. China replaced a rider. Hang Zhao, or Hao Zhang. This guy raced on Sunday. So their other rider probably said, hey dude, can you race it again? Yeah, okay, I can do it. I think that's what they're doing there. And that's it for replacement riders. Yeah, so we should be seeing... Okay, we're going to see the relay here pretty quick. Ooh, Uganda has passed Benin, guys. Uganda has passed Benin out on course. Seeing that happen right now. Uganda has passed Benin. At the relay point, Uganda's through first, guys. And with only 2 riders, just the team worked better. Yeah, Benin was trying to draft them. They got dropped quick, though. I mean, Uganda caught them and just quickly went past them. In fact, I think in the distance, I only see one, Beninese maybe? Rider. So as soon as they hit that point, the women start out on their course back at the beginning, I think. That's how they're doing it. Yep. The Benin duo finish not together. Second rider just finishing now. The second rider has to cross. Then they go. So that's how it works. 2 riders probably have to finish together. You can drop one. Then the second team gets to go. And it's probably back at the... would that be back at the start line? I'm not even sure. They're starting from somewhere different because we still have teams to go. The men are still actively going. So UCI World... Okay, that must be the women's teams. Okay, here come the teams. Time's coming through now, guys. We've got 5 teams through checkpoint 1, 4 through checkpoint 2. So Rwanda was 3rd at checkpoint 1. They're 1st at checkpoint 2. There's just 2 of them together. They've lost a rider as well. And then we have Uganda at the relay point in 29 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, it's going to be really fast for the Australians. I'm going to think maybe 25 minutes. I think some of the best teams, 25 minutes halfway. Has Poggy got over the Remco humiliation? Dude, I don't know. And, I've seen people blow it off. I've seen Poggy blow it off. Yeah, the reality is he got crushed at the time trial. That's what happened. And this is what I talk about, dudes. Imagine out in the wild. And I'm not talking Alpe d'Huez. I'm just talking like a regular course. Remco and Poggy are out there riding. Remco's the stronger guy. He's just the stronger guy. That's the reality of it. Throw some hills in, and probably race tactics. Poggy's the stronger guy. On the flats. Swoosh could call for me if you already explained it, but how are the times determined? Dude, they're doing 2 teams of 3. Male team first, 3 riders. When they hit the finish point, the women set off for each team. It is the same course they're riding. It is the same course. So how do they separate the men on the first round and the women that are starting the second round? So right now, Uganda's women's team is already on course. They're riding the same course, guys. So maybe they've got the road split on both sides. I think that's what they've done. That's my guess. Possibly. I don't know. Trying to figure out who this is here. This might be Ethiopia coming to the finish here. To the relay point anyways. So yeah, here's the relay point now. Shimano neutral service behind each team. Yep, Ethiopia start. So the relay finishes in Kigali. As soon as these two cross, and again, one rider gets shelled out the back. So that's going to slow him down by another 10-15 seconds. So the one rider for Ethiopia is just getting to the finish line. The other guy's not that far back, maybe 50 meters. Then the women take off. Men in aero helmets. The women, unfortunately, couldn't find aero helmets for this. Maybe they don't need it. So they launch at that point too. So guys, when you look at the profile, it's the same course. You know, it's the exact same course. They go up there, they finish on the same thing. I'm just wondering how they split these women teams that have started from the men's team that have yet to go. I'm going to keep watching and see what happens. See that Total Energies is a sponsor here. This must be Team China here. Let me get caught up, guys. Yeah, time. It looks like 2 riders because there's been several teams drop a third, and then they take the time on the second rider. And then the second team gets to go. Yeah, Don's saying if the dudettes are faster than the dudes, they should be able to pass their solo bets. Yeah, I'm just wondering. So the last place Australian team for the men could be passing some of the women's teams. That's what I think. Rwanda here, 2 riders left. Coming up to the relay point now. They still have 1.9 kilometers to go. So they will be this team right here where the red marker is on the map, if you guys can see this. Oh, one of the Ugandan women had a bike change. Bike change for one of the Ugandan women. That is Florence Nakagwa. Oh, this dude's mad up front. This Rwandan rider, he's like arm flicking on the climb. I think he's mad at his teammate. I'm going to back that up and just see what happened there. So I'm just going to back up my Flow Sports here a little bit. Yeah, they're separated on the climb. He's looking back. Oh yeah, he's not happy. There's some people cheering and he's kind of like waving it, like you can tell he's not thrilled right now. So 112 is struggling. Definitely pushing a way bigger gear than the guy in front of him. Like, dude, drop some gears. Although that looks like that's all he's got. Yeah, guy up front spinning a lot better. Here's the bike change. Neutral service, so she'll be on. Oh, and she just got passed by a team behind her. Wow, what a slow bike change here. Or the team behind her is flying because, guys, they had 4-minute time gaps. 4-minute time gaps. So I'm just trying to get this figured out. She had a bike change done, and a team just went flying by. I couldn't tell who it was. So she's on a Shimano bike now. And, oh, yeah, it's a road bike now. So her day's over. She's looking back. In fact, it looks like the Ugandan team is all on road bikes. The women's team is all on road bikes here. So I can see the 2 up the road. They're on road bikes just from the drops. She's looking for a bike change here. And Shimano's right on her. So it was actually a really, really quick change. Really quick change. And trying to see who came by. The team that came by has made up huge time. So whoever started behind Uganda is moving a lot quicker than they are. That will be, it wasn't China. Okay, here we go. Ethiopia's through the relay point 28:47. Uganda through 33 seconds down. Benin went through the relay point almost 5 minutes back. So Benin's the team that lost a rider very, very early on. A checkpoint 2, new best time for Rwanda. Oh, but they were quickly displaced by China. Okay. China's moving at like close to 48k an hour. And this looks like the Rwandans coming to the relay point now for the men. So this is the team that was just struggling before up that climb, up the cobbles. Looks like they've got it back together here now. Yep, it's 112 and I guess 111. I don't know their names offhand. They probably have different number sets for the men and the women. Yeah, so like the team, like I'm looking at Rwanda's here. It was 111, 2, and 3, and then the women are 114, 15, and 16. But it's going to be, they must be riding the same course. Like the profile is the exact same. So are they just launching after? So yeah, I think you guys understand what I'm saying. There's still some men's team that haven't left, and there's women's teams already out there. With only 3 or 2 riding, it won't get messy like it would with a full team. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they're going to be easy past this one. Women's Rwandan team is left now. They're out on course. Let's see how their gear looks here. We'll look at them here. Good setup. They're all on the TT bikes. Got the TT bike versus that road bike will be light years of difference. What are they doing? About 13 miles? I bet you it's I bet you it's good for at least a minute and a half probably. So now oh, this is the Benin women here. Is that the Benin women? Ugandan? Yeah, that's right. I'm looking and going, no. You guys heard me say that. I'm like, is that the? Yeah, I can tell by the colors on the jerseys here. There's 2 Ugandan women, and they're on road bikes. One's out the back on a Shimano road bike now. So we got 133, 135, and 134 here. Let me figure out who these riders are. Oh, it's just talking about riders that raced last year at European. Oh, why 2023? That's kind of a weird thing. For the Ugandan women, we have Mary Aleper, then Tume Maria, and Florence Nakagwa. She's the one that had the bike change done. And again, they all have time trial experience. Starts in TTs. One's got 6, the other one's got 3. The third rider who got dropped has 5 starts in TTs. Next to start will be the UCI World Cycling Center. Again, 4-minute starts, guys. China's got 2 riders at the relay point. They've got 700 meters to go. And I think China is like hauling. They're through the relay point now. 27 minutes, 54 seconds. Yeah, I rewound my video. That's what's going on. I went back in time on my video here, guys. So they're 53 seconds ahead of Ethiopia. Trying to see this team here. Don's asking, so would it be the time of the second dude plus the time of the second dudette equals the team total, Trump? Yeah. They're going to stop the timer for both teams once the second rider for each goes through. I think it's, like, say like the Tour de France, 8 riders, I think 4 have to finish. They have to finish together. You would have seen that earlier this year. And same at the Vuelta, 8 riders, I believe it was 4. Yeah, it's 4 that have to finish in those Grand Tour events. Rocking and rolling, guys. So, guys, yesterday, what did I do? Sat around, went to see my mom. She's about an hour up the road visiting my sister. Got to see my nephew, who I haven't seen forever. So, hey, Connor. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, I haven't seen him forever. So, we're going to hook up at some point here and hang out. And got home. Dogs made a disaster of the house. I did my little, just quick little live video outside. Tried to work on my course. But yeah, I was like, I'm going home. I'm going to get the exam done for that course. And no, came home. One of the dogs is sick. So the house is just like a disaster. I can put it at that. Total disaster. Looks like we've already lost Diane Ingabere for the Rwandan women's team. She's out the back already. Wearing the Jonas-style helmet, though. Now all she needs to do is wave and blow a kiss to the camera and follow it up with another little wave. I'll be very happy with that. Don, sorry, I am confused. This is my first world championship. I just have a world champs jersey I ride around once in a while. Renee Clifton, that is a dead sin, mate. Yeah, I'm the world champion. So 2 riders up the road here for Rwanda. They've lost a rider already, and quite early on too. So guys, you're just going to see it progress all the way across the screen. So the men jump off at the relay point, and the women start at the start of the lap again. So what you're seeing on screen here is the actual location of the fastest teams. We've had 1 pass for sure. Chinese men are done. Chinese women are already out on course. And I'm going to jump over here for a second, guys, to check this out. Teams next to start. So they're saying UCI World Cycling Center goes at 14. Does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. Why would they do that like that? They might be putting a big break here. So guys, come over here with me to this one. Oh, I don't know if I've live stats. Yeah, this one here. I want to show you something here. This could, I think this is how they're dealing with it, guys. Okay, so we know Benin started first. Benin started first at 13:45, 1:45 this morning. Sorry, 1:45 in the afternoon, 5:45 for me. 4 minutes later, Uganda, Ethiopia, Rwanda, China. Look at this gap here. So at 14:01, China went out. Then there's like a 43-minute gap before UCI will go out. Okay, that's what they're doing. They're trying not to get the course too full of people. I think that's what they're doing. And as you can see the other times here, okay, this might be weird now. Nope. 14:44, 14:48, we're back on 4-minute gaps. I need to keep scrolling down here. I think this is going to get really weird. Yeah, they do it again. So they're sending out 5 teams, 5 men's teams, the 5 women's teams finish. And to clear up the race course, they put a gap in. So you can see here between Belgium and Switzerland, there's a 38-minute gap. Well, that's not fun, because I would want them to chase each other. That's what I'd want. Okay, so it is what it is, guys. That's just the way they've decided to do this. I'm going to come back here. So there will be a gap. Oh. No. Wow. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out what I've done here. I don't know why. Okay, so that should be that. There we go. Okay. Here, let's try this one last time. There we go, guys. I'm not sure if you even saw that. But again, here's the time, guys. 30, 45, 49, 53, 57, 14:01. There's a 43-minute gap in between the Chinese men's team and the UCI World Cycling Center team going out. They send out 5 teams, then they take a 38-minute break here. This is so the women's teams can get off the course and not have too much craziness going on out there. Hopefully, I've explained that. Come back here, guys, because I got to keep track of these times and see what's going on here. Oh, I need to be down here more now at the relay points. Still China. Okay, that makes sense. 5 teams should be through. They're sending them out in 5. We're waiting now for the arrival of the first women's team at checkpoint 4. Checkpoint 4, guys, just to make it, if I can make it simple, that's checkpoint 1 for the men. It's over the top of the Côte de Nyanza. They're going over the same course again. So checkpoint 1, 2, relay. Checkpoint 4, 5, finish. Same course. We should have times coming through here right away. Waiting on this here right now. Don was UCI World Champion in 1998. Actually, more like 1994, apparently. Okay, who will be our first team through here? So through the relay point, China was through first. Fastest time, I should say, not first through. It might have been the Ugandans through first on the course. They went out second, but they passed Benin on course. I'm going to figure that out over here. I won't change away. So yeah, it was Benin that went out first. Uganda passed them on the course right at the finish line. So the Ugandan women would have went second. The Ugandan women, though, have had an early bike change, like super early. There's only 2 of them riding together. And coming back here, they are over the top of the climb. Last times, got some times here, guys. Okay, here we go. Ugandan, perfect. Okay, so guys, I do know what I'm talking about here. The Ugandan women go through checkpoint 4, the Côte de Nyanza, in 47:18. They've already passed, the men's team passed the Benin's men team right at the finish line. So the women now for Uganda are doing the turnaround point. Got some flags out here, blue, yellow, and green striped. That must be Rwanda, I would imagine. So we got more flags today, which is good to see. Just cheering fans. Okay. This must be the Chinese women's team. I think they're really gelled here. It is Chinese women's team. They're all together and they are moving. They are moving. Through, okay, there we go too. Times are showing up, guys. 5 minutes, 23 seconds back at checkpoint 4, the Benin women team. Then we're going to be having like Ethiopia coming, Rwanda, and the Chinese will be coming last at checkpoint 4, just on the order that they went out. 3 riders here together. This is for Benin. 3rd rider is just off the back. Again, remember, they're coming up the Côte de Nyanza here, and there's a turnaround at the very top. If you look at that closely, you can see, it looks different, doesn't it? It's a turnaround. I think they go down the hill different. They don't climb up. They don't descend the same way they climbed up. Rwanda's team out there as well. Looks like there's only 2 riders for the Rwandan women's team here. 3rd check coming through here for the women at checkpoint 4. That is... Okay, is that the Ethiopians? All 3 of them are together. Ethiopia flying here, guys. Ethiopia smashing it. Look at this. The Ethiopian women here came through 2 minutes up on the other teams. So this is probably all being calculated on the fly too, guys, because they're trying to account for time gap differences. So some of this Ethiopian women's team performance might be based on what the men did earlier. So if you've got a really fast team for the men, the second part of the relay, even if they run slower, are still going to be in the green up to a certain point. Pomerino says, I think the finish time is taken when the second rider in the second half of the team gets over the line. Yeah, that'll be the ultimate finish time. But so at the relay, as soon as the second rider over, then the second part of the relay can go. Chinese women, just 2 of them left together, so they've had a little bit of an implosion on the climb. Let's see what the 3rd rider is. I cannot even see the 3rd rider. It's a helicopter shot, gone. That 3rd rider got just blown out the back there, guys. There's 2 riders here. Where's the 3rd rider? 3 chasing cars. So they've lost at the right. These 2 have to stick together now. Oh, didn't know that. Renee, I did not know. Did you already know? Actually, I did see that, Renee. This morning, if you look at PCS stats, I saw that Marianne Vos pulled out. Where was it? Updates. I thought I saw that yesterday. Removed. Women Elite. I'm positive I saw it yesterday. Ooh. Margot Van Pechtenbecky got pulled out as well. And that was for the Mixed Relay TTT. Okay, I'm positive I saw Marianne Vos get pulled out of World Championships in this little stat right here, but I don't see it right now. Okay, so anyway, let's go back to Renee here. Did you already know that the great Marianne Vos will not start due to family illnesses? Father has been operated on and was always... Oh, he was always there when she rides. Okay. So family issue at home, guys. Health is number 1. Health is number 1. Checkpoint 4, the Benin team, 7 minutes 30 seconds back. Uganda at 2:07. Ethiopian team through at 45:11. And you can see the Ethiopian team was strong. They got to checkpoint 1. This is the men, 21 seconds down behind China. They were third at the second checkpoint, second at the relay point. So the Ethiopian team actually pulled back a lot of time in that third leg before the relay point. Rwanda had pushed them back quite a bit at the second checkpoint. Ooh, they just squeaked ahead. Yeah, Rwanda was through at 46. Ethiopia through at 47 seconds. At the relay point between Rwanda and Ethiopia, it was more than 30 seconds. So Ethiopia had a strong second checkpoint to the relay point. And again, all these times for the women are going to be influenced by what the men did too. So there's kind of like a lot of moving dynamics here. If the men didn't have a good segment, it pushes them back. But right now, Ethiopia is absolutely killing it. So I imagine at checkpoint 4, we're going to see the Chinese women, just kind of looking at the stats here, finishing ahead of Ethiopia at the checkpoint 4. That will be at the top of the climb. The women right now, okay, so China's just gone through, guys. We're just waiting on stats now. There won't be any more lines on screen right now because we're going to have a little bit of a dead segment to clear these riders out, and then the next group goes. Hopefully they timed it perfect. Ooh, look at this. Rwanda comes through at checkpoint 4 with second fastest time. At the relay point, the previous point, they were only the fourth fastest, so they've made up time. They're making up time here. So good to see that. Rwanda's, yeah, they're kind of up and down here. Third at checkpoint 1, second at checkpoint 2, fourth at checkpoint 3, then they go second again at checkpoint 4. Again, checkpoint 4 is the same as checkpoint 1. You can see here on the profile, China is the last team on course. I think Chinese team has caught someone. I think. 1, 2, 3, yep. China has caught someone. So the Chinese team looks like they've just caught, who I'm going to say it's Uganda maybe? I think it's Uganda. If you look at the profile here, you can see them. These two groups are side by side here on the screen. They must be. Okay, team time trial, mixed relay. They've got the men ready to go, guys. Is this right? It is right. Okay, it's good. So this is perfect. The way they've got this time, they know roughly the finish times, 40-something minutes. Let them get way down the road. So the men have started now for UCI World Cycling Center team. So this must be like a development team for lesser cycling countries, if I can call it that. And there is I know there's a refugee rider here too. The rider originally from Syria. Oh, Pop Marina saying the riders today get the white plastic garden chair treatment for the hot seat. Honestly, UCI sometimes looks totally cheap. I agree, dude. They got to make it more professional. I haven't seen the plastic seats yet. They're probably are those chintzy plastic ones you stack up like at terrible weddings and stuff that you go to. Coming around for a 709er. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good stuff, guys. Thank you, everyone, for liking the chat, liking the videos. Okay, Chinese women here. They are coming up. Oh, yeah. Chinese women have just passed one of the Rwandan riders. The Chinese rider signals for everyone to rotate through, like what, they're going to ride together? Weird. I guess instead of an elbow flick to her partner, she puts her hand to the ground and does the old, you know, like this. I get it, but how about just elbow flick your teammate? The Rwandan rider jumps right on their wheels. She's probably like, yeah, disqualify me. It doesn't matter. I'm not really here because I'm the third rider and my team's dropped me. Now, if you look at the leaderboard at the top here, guys, you can see the first blue marker on the far left-hand side. That is the 6th men's team to go out now. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just trying to see, is that 2 teams together there? I'm really having a hard time figuring that out. Yeah, and here we go, guys. Through checkpoint 4, China did come ahead. They're 48 seconds Ethiopia, and that looks pretty consistent. China and Ethiopia are really riding consistently. At the relay point, the finish of the men, there was a 52-second gap. At the first checkpoint for the women, it's a 48-second gap. So riding very consistently between the Chinese men and women's teams versus the Ethiopia men's and women's teams. Going to be interesting to see some of the times coming through for the more developed teams. We're going to see them shortly. Let me jump over here. I'll tell you when the next big team's coming. So we've got UCI World Cycling Center going out. Then it'll be Mauritius. Ukraine goes at 14:52, guys. Ukraine will be starting in 4 minutes. Yeah, let's say from Team 8 on, I think those are your fast teams right there. Ukraine, Spain, Belgium, Switzerland, France, Italy, Germany, Australia. Kind of like cycling countries. Yeah, Chinese rider probably encouraging her teammate to stay on the wheel. Yeah, she just gave her like a little, come on. One of those. It was just when they passed the Rwandan rider too. Okay. Renee's saying the UCI Cycling Center team. A team resides in Zurich. They can use all facilities the UCI offers. Oh, geez, I hope not. Swoosh Kid, that's a rough question, dude. Do you think Team Rwanda has both Hutu and Tutsi? Dude, I'd like to think they do. I would really like to think they do, and it's like everything's cool now. Maybe one of the worst times in human history, if you ask me. Let's go, Mauritius. Let's go, T. Royven. Come on! Mauritius lining up here, guys. Let's take a look at who is riding for Mauritius. Looks like we got William Piat, Alexandre Meyer, and Aurélien de Cormorant. Cormorant, I'd say Cormorant. I will take a look back here at the stats over here. Yeah, it's Cormorant, Meyer, and Piat. Lots of TT starts for these dudes. Cormorant has 21 TT starts. First women's teams are now hitting the cobbles. So this should be... We know Benin's been passed. So through checkpoint 5. Checkpoint 5 would be, on the descent before the cobbles. We've had Ethiopia go through. Uganda and Benin. Benin almost 8 minutes down. UCI World Cycling Team out on course now. Who is for the UCI World Cycling Center team? That will be Mohamed Aziz Delai Yafit Mulugeta from Eritrea. So we got a Tunisian rider, Eritrean rider. Ooh, the Ugandan women are really struggling up the climb, guys. Really struggling. Remember, these two are on road bikes. The whole team's on road bikes for the Ugandan women only, I think. Rider 134 here. This is Alepper. Struggling to hang on. It looks like she's getting it back now. I think she might have been stuck in a gear there. 135. Pushing hard ahead. They've got 2 kilometers to go, guys. They're just over 1 hour and coming up in 1 minute now. 1 hour and 54 seconds on the Côte de Kimi Harura. So the Mauritius team is out. Next will be Ukraine after them. Ukraine will be starting in 1 minute. Next team after them will be Spain and then Belgium. We'll jump back in and out of that stuff, guys. Yeah, Maria Lepper here. She was dropped for Uganda. That was a minute ago. She's back on now. She's made her way back. Yeah, and again, I'm seeing some very poor gear selections here. To me, maybe she just needs to get on top of the gear. Like, her teammate is just spinning. And she's grinding the gear out. Just grinding it. Probably better to drop a gear and start doing a little bit of spinning. Yeah, Kim LaCourt, I saw that T-Roy, and she's in the women's team, so we're going to see her probably like in 45 minutes, something like that. Yeah, that's what I think too, Pop Marino. Kim LaCourt, I mean, who are her teammates? Let's take a look at Kim LaCourt's teammates. I'm going to talk about them here, guys. Yeah, let's do it here. So for Mauritius here, let's take a good look at the Mauritius team. Oh, sorry, didn't want to do that. Kim LaCourt really needs no introduction, guys. Like, superstar cyclist. UCI world ranking right now, she's 13th ranked in the world, UCI. So, Tour de France Femmes, second place, third place, first on one stage, held the yellow jersey, kind of done it all. First at Liège, Bastogne-Liège early this year. Superstar rider. Small country, probably for cycling not as well developed as we got Aurélie Halbachs here. Who does she ride for? Yeah, like see here, I don't even see a team mentioned for her. She's done some. She did a race here in Mauritius way back. March? No. July into August. 4-day race. It did have a time trial. Okay. But it doesn't show her on a team, a club. And then we got Lucie de Marie Laguesse. She rides for a team called Phoenix Collective. Did the same race as the other rider did. A couple more races. Did some races in the UK, so maybe she travels back and forward. So, but compared to Kim LaCourt, yeah, she's like super pro. Super pro Kim LaCourt. It's going to be a struggle for those two riders to even keep up with her. Ugandan team has blown apart again, guys. This is like now on the better surface road coming into the finish. With 1 kilometer to go, the one teammate has just dropped the other one. Yeah, and I think this one rider just needs to drop a gear, drop a gear. You're just grinding out massive gears here. Okay, her teammate is looking at her, so it's Mary Lepper again, just falling out the back. Having a bit of a struggle here. I think they were 1 kilometer to the finish as well. So this will be the first team through at the finish. No one's came through the finish yet. This is going to set like our time of the day. I believe it's Benin coming in second, unless they've been passed by another team. Let's see where everyone is here. Yeah, you can see their locations now. One team, this is Uganda finishing. Benin will come in second. Their third place team on the course is just hitting the cobbles. And I think this is the Chinese team back here just after checkpoint 5. Let's see the checkpoint 5. China up on Ethiopia by 1 minute and 16 seconds. Through that same checkpoint, Benin was down by 9 minutes. Ugandan women are back together again. Mary Lepper has fought her way back. Fought her way back. Struggle face here. Struggle face. She is ready just to pack it in. This is. She's like, I'm not riding a bike again after this one. Yeah, dudes, yeah, you're right. Papa, T. Royven. If Kim LaCourt goes full gas, she will just completely implode that team. So she's gonna have to use her experience and leadership to basically babysit them through it. They're not super well developed in the world of cycling. The two riders that are with her, I think, ride way down continental. Well, one doesn't even show a Conti team. And, you know, being matched up with Kim LaCourt, no thanks. I don't want to do that. Yeah, it is super hard going up that hill. Tire pressure, I agree. They probably got higher tire pressures for the real road surface. They hit the cobbles, and all of a sudden they're just bouncing through it. Yeah, Uganda's finished, guys. So Uganda sets the first finish. I haven't seen a time pop up yet, but they are across. And it looks like Ethiopia is right behind them. Ethiopia smashing it, guys. Yes, Ethiopia. These two have taken out more time here. I think at one point they were 2 minutes plus down. Now they're 3.5 minutes ahead of Uganda at the finish. So I think these two women, I'm going to have a good look at their stats all the way, guys. Give me some stats. Nothing's coming through yet. I'm waiting for official finish times here. Yeah, last times Benin went through Oh, that was checkpoint 5. So I'm looking for finish times. We'll see what happens here. Just hang on, guys. Just hang on. I think Ethiopia pulled out more time. And again, it's a little bit confusing because this is comparing, I think, the women's times together. And then it's getting that lumped in with the men's overall gaps. Remember, there's gaps when they finished. And there's also gaps as to when they start. Come on. Another men's team just went out. Rwandan team on that same climb again, starting to fall apart here. I don't think I've seen any of the teams yet finish with 3 riders. None of them, men or women yet, for these first 5 countries. So none of the teams have been able to stay together, which is definitely what they want. And we should be getting times here right away. Okay, so we do have the first men's team through... Wow, this is going to be hard for me to figure out now. Because now we're going to be starting our second wave of riders. I think there's 15 teams, 3 waves of riders. So then we're going to be bouncing back to checkpoint 1 again, looking for stats from UCI. We don't have anything yet. Kind of a real slowdown here in the stats coming through, I just noticed. Beninese women are done now, guys, averaging 34.7 kilometers an hour. These two stuck together all the way. I think their time, a lot of it was kind of like the men's team fell apart early, put them at a big deficit. These two were together the whole way. Nice effort. Nice effort here. Spain has just started, guys. Spain's on course. Rwanda's women team is just finishing up now. Let's see if we can get some stats here, guys. Okay, we should have stats for the UCI team there. Should have that. Then the Ukrainian team is just climbing the Côte de Nyanza right now. Yeah, dude, Paul Marino, I looked at that Spanish team. I think that's a really good team. That is a really good team. I'm going to use this one over here, guys, to check out the start list again. Yeah, like Ivan Romeo, guys. He won the U23 championship last year. This dude right here. Right here. World Championships, men's under 23 individual time trial. Boom. National time trial champion for Spain in the road race this year. Won a stage at the Dauphiné. Now we're starting to see the big World Tour pros showing up. Here's the men's UCI team. They're still together. And they are 1 minute, 2 seconds behind the Chinese men's team. Okay, so yeah, they've got Ivan Romeo and then Raul Garcia Pernia. This dude. Time trialist. That's what he does. He is the national champion of Spain from 2022 in the individual time trial. So he's got wheels under him for sure. This is going to be so good to watch this. Okay, here we go, guys. This is going to be super interesting to figure this out now, isn't it? This is going to be really interesting to figure this out. So the men going through, yeah, again, second round. Okay, so we're going to have to like bounce to each checkpoint as we go. So what's going on at the finish? Ethiopia through at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Uganda at 3 minutes and 35 seconds back. Benin, 9 minutes, 52 seconds back. Belgium in the start shoot, guys. Victor Kampenarts, Vic Snors is here. Kampenarts is here, guys. Florian Vermeesch. And I forget the third rider's name offhand. Should see them right away. It's a Jonathan Verveen. Wow. Starts in TTs. Kampenarts has 113. Verveen has 19. So obviously Victor's got all the experience. He'll probably be doing a lot of really long pulls. Okay, then we're going through that. Okay. Let's get this all figured out. That'd be 5 teams. Okay. Yeah, so they send out 5. 5 finish. They send out the next 5. But so we're bouncing back in the checkpoints now. So UCI World Cycling Center team comes in now for the men at 102 down at checkpoint 1. 102 down, guys. We're still looking for one more team to finish. We've had Rwanda come in 46 seconds down to Ethiopia. And that's what I was seeing. Ethiopia had a really nice time there. Really nice time. Averaging 41.1 kilometers an hour. What am I seeing here? Oh, UCI 2025 in Kigali, home of cycling. That's one of some of the lawn art they have going on here. Ladies cooling down at the finish line. And I'm going to refresh that. I wonder what happened to Team Canada. I actually looked. It didn't even show a withdrawal, but they were there yesterday. Again, now guys, if you look at the profile here, on screen, all the little blue lines are on the left-hand side of the screen. This is our second wave of riders going out. So we've seen the men finish, then the women went out for the first 5 teams. Now we're back to the men's teams, teams 6 through 10. So here's the Chinese women at the finish line right now. They should come in with the fastest time here. So they were the last team to go out of the first 5. And they will move into first. Yeah, here they are right now. They finished 1 hour, 13 minutes and 8. Sorry. That's confusing. They finished in 1 hour, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Ethiopia was 1 minute and 13 seconds behind them. Guys, they have like decimal places and then a comma in the times. That throws me off big time. Yeah, Spain will set a good reference time. My man, Victor Campenart's pulling Belgium along. Exactly, Anthony. Next to start, Switzerland. Then we go France, Italy, Germany, Australia. But there'll be a little bit of a time gap for them. So we've got, it looks like, all of the next round of 5 teams are out there. So that will be, I'll tell you who's on course right now. On course right now, we have the UCI team. That's Team 6. Mauritius, Team 7. Ukraine's Team 8. Spain, Team 9. Belgium, Team 10. We're going to repeat the same thing. We're going to have the men's teams go out, the women's teams finish. We should have 2 times through. Look at this. Mauritius comes through, 5th place overall at checkpoint 1. 54 seconds down on China. So China's going to be in the hot seat for a little bit. They're helping this one lady take her gloves off. She's dead. Chinese coaches here look pretty excited about this. Pretty excited. It looks good for them right now. Second wave of teams, we've only had Mauritius and UCI team come through. Checkpoint 1 so far. It's going to be a little bit till we get to checkpoint 2. Actually, looks like that'll be UCI. They'll be at checkpoint 2 here. And again, it's kind of hard to talk about, guys, because we've gone through checkpoint 5, finish, and then we're kind of going back again, which we are because these teams are going out for the first time. They have, as they go in waves, 3 waves of 5 teams. Took me a while to figure this out. Drew, good morning, kids. 1 degree in Colorado. Jesus, that's like 33, 34 Fahrenheit for Americans. Bagel beside me and, Snickers. How about my Sunday prediction on the men's TT? Oh, yeah, dude, exactly. Drew, we talked about it here. We all talked about it. Someone said, yeah, Drew picked, I think it was, yeah, you were within 12 seconds. Awesome pick. I think you said 49, 34, something like that. We can go back through the smart chat if we have to. For full call. You definitely won, dude. Good job. Ooh, yeah, dude. Watching Belgium, like, perfection of this time trial. Perfection. I think the time gaps in this event are going to be massive. Absolutely massive. Okay, this is the women's team getting warming up here for UCI. As they went out Team 6, their team should finish first. That bunch of ladies will be heading out. So the UCI team right now is through checkpoint 2. There they are. And it's saying it's 118 down, so that's only 5th place overall. So they've moved up 1 position. Well, that doesn't make sense right there. It says 5th place there. Oh, that's checkpoint 2. Sorry, guys. Yeah, at checkpoint 2, UCI team, they were the 6th team to start today, currently in 5th place at checkpoint 2. So Rwanda, Ethiopia, Uganda, and China are better than the UCI team at checkpoint 2. Which is kind of a cool stat, really, when you think about it. This team here has access to all the UCI training facilities, probably coaches, probably better fitting. I don't know. Do they have access to a wind tunnel? Maybe. And we've got 3 African countries ahead of them. China, I'm not surprised China's up there. Difference in speed, though, take a look at this. China's speed, 47.8 an hour average. Benin's was 40.2. At the finish line, Benin's overall speed, because they're done now. Benin has completed the event. Their average speed was 35.5. China's average speed was 42 kilometers an hour. Switzerland's coming out next, guys. France, Italy, Germany, Australia. Remember, there's going to be a break with those guys. They come out at 38 after the hour, so it's half an hour until Switzerland starts. And that'll be the men's team. PCS time trial points per season for Campenart's. Campenart's glory year, his best year ever, was 2018. Followed by 2019. 2021, 2 and 3. Campenart's had some off years. Back really strong in 2024. Ooh. Yeah, time trial wins for Raul Garcia Pernia. The elite individual time trial. Spain and nationals. Men's under 23 as well. Those are the biggest time trials he's won. 26 kilometers and 38 kilometers. Also won the Route de Occitania Stage 1 individual time trial at 10.5 kilometers. So, guaranteed really strong time trials here. This must be Spain here right now. Yeah, here's Spain right now. Predominantly black kit with the Spanish colors on their backs. And I am seeing different bikes, so obviously they're riding their equipment that they're used to. 2 of them might be on similar bikes. We got is that a Trek? Yeah, we got a Trek bike here, so that'll be like a Speed Concept, I believe, is what Trek runs. Trek Speed Concept. Does anyone ride a Trek Speed Concept here? My man, Victor Campenarts. Here we come, guys. Spain coming through. Ooh, cooking checkpoint 1. Here comes Spain coming through now, guys. Spain comes through first at checkpoint 1. 56 seconds ahead of China. 56 seconds ahead of China. Ooh, here's one of the UCI World Cycling Center members blown out the back on the cobbles. Again, this would be really hard here, guys. This is AB Weiss, refugee rider. He's on a Cervelo. Riding up the cobbles on a time trial bike. Just seeing this team here. Who is this? There's a rider on the side of the road with a bib on his back. I have no idea who that was. I'm not sure if they caught someone there. Could have been a Ukrainian rider, maybe. Is this the Spanish team here? Yeah, it is. Very hard to identify the Spanish team when they're super down low, guys. I can't see the the orange and reddish color, so the yellowish and orange color on their backs. All I'm seeing is like blackish blue kit. But that is the Spanish team there. Riders 61, 62, and 63. Bombing down. They passed someone out on course. I don't know who that was. I've also seen the UCI rider being dropped. Yeah, it was someone that looked like they were like in a greenish and yellowish jersey. So Spain, far and away the fastest at checkpoint 1. Checkpoint 2, UCI Cycling Center is through there in 6th place. UCI is in the cobbles. They've lost one rider already. Who is the last team to come up here? Maybe it's Belgium. Yeah, I think the Belgians are the last team on course right now before we start our final wave. 2 riders still together for the UCI World Cycling Center team. These guys are looking good together. Oh, and I just noticed here one of the riders is on a road bike. One dude is on a road bike, so that's a disadvantage for him. That must be Mulugata. Rider behind, bouncing along on the time trial bike. Poor China. Oh, the gulag for you lot. Yeah, so China just got bounced out of first place there, guys. So those are our 5 done. Second group is out there now, so UCI is coming to the finish now, guys. You can see them here. By the finish, I mean the relay point. Ooh, Belgian rider blown out the back. We've got a Belgian rider blown out the back right now. 2 pushing forward here. That's on the Côte de Nyanza, guys. It's only 2.5 kilometers. It's at 5.8%. There's Vic Snores. He's got his yellow... Yeah, so he's on his Cervelo, and yeah, that's a Team Visma Lisa bike for sure. He's got his Spaceballs helmet on. Probably with Florian Vermeesch here. I imagine it's Jonathan... I forget his last name right now. He's probably out the back. I'm sure it's Vermeesch here and Campenarts. 2 riders together here for Belgium. They should have a really good time with Campenarts. Ivan Romeo, his name is actually Ivan Romeo Abad for Spain, has scored 32% of his career points in one-day races, guys. Okay, so Belgium is through checkpoint 1. And here we go, guys. Second place for Belgium at checkpoint 1. Spain is having a really good ride, guys. Probably the fact that they still have all 3 riders together. Spain has all 3 riders together, and that's the difference right there. UCI World Cycling Center team through checkpoint 1 was almost 2 minutes back. Through checkpoint 2, UCI team is second from the back. At the relay point, they haven't finished yet. I'm waiting for times there. At the relay point, UCI World Cycling Center team goes through at 1 minute 31 seconds down. Interesting. I thought they would do a bit better than that. Yeah, let's check the weather. Let's see if they give me any weather here for this one. Not giving me any weather here. I heard there might be some rain, guys, for the road races. Yeah, so this is the UCI Cycling Center team finishing. Yeah, you'd think for the UCI guys, you would think for the UCI World Cycling Center they could have this one other rider on a time trial bike. You would think, right? You'd think. Especially if they're staying there and training. So the women's team goes out now for UCI. The UCI World Cycling Center team. Okay, the women are all on TT bikes. All on TT bikes. So at least they've got them set up right. Why that one rider was not on a TT bike, I won't know. Especially when they've got basically the resources of the UCI behind them. They couldn't scrape up a 15-year-old time trial bike. I don't know. Spain has to do some damage to control it. Spain looks super sharp right from going down the ramp. Yeah, they have great time trialists. At least 2 of them are like killer time trialists. I'm going to look at the little graphs here, guys. See if I can see anyone catching each other. Ooh. Yeah, Spain looking really good, guys. Spain is looking good. New best time for Spain at time point 2. Yep. Spain through 1 minute 26 seconds ahead of China at the same point. That's insane. Averaging 51.5k an hour. Spain is really gelled together, guys. So they're through checkpoint 2 with all 3 riders. Belgium behind them only has 2 riders. So it's really a matter of designing a good team that can stick together and not losing a teammate out there. That's probably going to be your fastest times. You lose a rider early. Belgium lost that rider way too early. They lost him before the top of the first climb. Now, some teams might be designed that way, but you're going to need at least 2. You can't get your time unless you have 2, so you can't drop the second rider. Okay, see if we got more times here, guys. So Spain, Belgium, China, Ethiopia, Ukraine, Rwanda, Uganda, Mauritius, UCI, and Benin. That's our 10 teams through checkpoint 1. Oh, it was Vermeesch that was dropped earlier. So this is just coming through now, guys, like 10 seconds ago. I thought it was the other rider. I thought it was... where's the Belgian team? I thought it was Jonathan Verveen, but they're saying it's Vermeesh. Okay, so I think he's a younger dude. Victor sitting on the front guy, yellow Spaceballs helmet on, just looking the part. I think I actually heard something they're making Spaceballs too. Is that possible? Is that really possible? More time checks coming, guys. Let's see. Okay, it's going to be a little bit till we get to checkpoint 4 now. The women's teams are out there. And this looks like the French team here. Or is this... Let me figure out who this is. No, it's women's teams here. So this might be the Belgian women's team for the Belgians. Getting ready to go now. So, here's Mauritius coming to the finish, I think. Up to the relay point. Actually, they're through the relay point now. Let's go see here. Mauritius goes through the relay point 1 minute 29 seconds down. So slightly faster than what UCI did it. And just 2 riders. The Mauritius women are ready to go right now. Will I be able to identify Kim LaCourt? Easy. 1 rider looks like Darth Vader. Full black helmet, full black visor. Can't even see their face. Usually Kim LaCourt would ride in that helmet with the Mauritian colors over the helmet. Okay, Don's taking off for kickboxing. He's getting tougher by the day. Yeah, dude, I know, Drew. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, promoting cycling. Yeah, so, yeah, Drew. So, we got the UCI World Cycling Center team here, which I guess is designed to help promote cycling all around the world. Apparently, they have their big training center, probably in Switzerland. And so, bring cyclists in. They probably stay there. They probably train there. It's probably all like, hey, man, you've been hand-selected to come here. Just show up. We'll feed you. We'll take care of you. There's sponsorships, whatever. But here's a road bike. Really? They didn't have time to get this dude on a road bike beforehand? All I can think, here, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? And here's Colin giving them the benefit of the doubt. You know what? And here, this could be the benefit of the doubt. Okay, one of the Spanish riders has just pulled out. Rider 61. I got to believe that's Garcia Pena. It's not. It's Hector Alvarez. Okay, so I would say he probably is not highly as ranked as the other two. Yvonne Romeo and Raul Garcia Pena. So, dudes, for UCI, the guy that I saw on the road bike was Mulugeta. He was subbed in 22 hours ago, so I'm guessing they had no access to a TT bike. Maybe the dude that he replaced was 8 inches taller. Like, that's my benefit of the doubt. That if they had the right bike, they would have gone. But you'd have to think there'd be at least one other time trial bike here hanging around somewhere. Just like, I know they're not going to say, here, use my bike, crash it, and then I won't be able to race anymore. But there's not one spare TT bike around that might have fit that guy. Yeah. I would ride a medium frame set TT bike. I would squish myself onto it versus riding a road bike that fit me right. Yeah, they need to sub. They got, yeah. So maybe they just didn't have a bike. So UCI World Cycling Center had 2 replacements in the last 24. So we might see some crazy stuff there for them. I did see the Ugandan team. All the women went out on road bikes, which is, again, strange. Okay, so Drew's saying the 2 different replays announcers I watched for the 4 TTs constantly mention the participants on road bikes. At times they seem sad and others patronizing, but bravo for trying. Yeah, dude, they got to get that figured out. I don't know. Like, the Ugandan men, they all had TT bikes. The Ugandan women, all on road bikes. Like, guys, it's probably a minute and a half. It's probably a minute to a minute and a half minimum that you're going to lose. Road bike versus TT bike over that distance. Could be, yeah, over 10 miles. And that's roughly what they're doing. They're doing about 11, 12 miles each. 12 miles. So, yeah, minute and a half, easy. Just by not being on their bike. And again, all I can think for UCI is they subbed him in at the last second. A rider was sick or hurt. and they could not find a bike to fit. Okay, here's the Ukrainian men coming to the relay point, guys. They're going to come in slower than China. So they lost a rider really early on, really early. I thought it was yellow and green. It was a yellow and bluish color for their jerseys. Obviously the Ukrainian, but the blue is quite dark. It's not that lighter blue color that you see. Why so few teams? A very niche event. Yeah, dude, I wish there'd be more teams for this. I really like this event. I think there's a lot of tactics to it. I wish they would have let them pick the order that they wanted to start. Like, I've seen in track and field where they have these mixed relay events, you can stagger your starts. Like, if it's 2 men and 2 women, you could have a man go first, a woman second, a woman third, and then a man be your anchor. Last pro wins for Paula Blasi. She's getting ready to start right now, guys. Spanish team absolutely obliterates the field here right now, guys. Full destruction by Garcia Pernia and Romeo here. They have come through the relay 2 minutes, 3 seconds faster than China. The women are underway. Paula Blasi's there. Her last TT that I saw her at was a super short one up a hill. Up a mountain. Really tough time trial. So she won a time trial there this year. And last pro wins. Okay, it's just showing her pro wins this year. Back in July, she won a race, 1.1. Point de Raz Ladies Classic, she won that. Gran Premio della Liberazione Donne. Back in April, she won that as well. Paula Blasi's very fast. How will she hold up over a distance of this time trial here? So the Chinese are still in the hot seat. They'll be there for a little while longer until the Spanish women's team comes through. Checkpoint 4. Yeah, so now it'll be a bit easier for my Collins' poor little tired brain to figure this out, because I'm going back to checkpoint 1 thinking, yeah, but I'm on checkpoint. No, it's the next wave coming through. So now we'll be studying checkpoint 4. Have all the teams came through the initial checkpoints? Yeah, we're waiting for Belgium to come through. We should have more times here at the relay point. So UCI came through in 8th place. Oh, here's Belgian team passing that solo Ukrainian rider for the men. Mauritius came through in 7th place. Ukraine in 4th. Okay, so Spain, Ukraine in 1st and 4th place. Mauritius in 7th. UCI in 8th. So some of these early teams are doing well, like Ethiopia doing really well. Uganda is in 5th place, ahead of Mauritius and the UCI Cycling Center. Here is the 2 dudes from Spain, Romeo and Garcia Pernia. The women's team is out now for Spain. We'll be watching their checkpoint here. So now is when we're going to start seeing other teams coming through here. So the Belgian team is just at the relay point now. The Spanish team is out ahead of them. So they timed that one just perfectly, I think. Let's see the Belgian team here come through at the relay point. We're looking for that now. Should be any second now. And I'll get back to the chat here. Yeah, Drew, that's what I said. 100 TT bikes languishing in former pros' garages. UCI could have rented them. Dude, I've got an old Look TT bike here, which is deadly fast. It's all mechanical. It's probably a bike that's 15 years old that would blow those road bikes out of the water, because it blows my modern road bike out of the water. Just getting into the bullhorns, even not even getting into the aero extensions, is so much faster. Yeah, like how could they not have some extra bikes? Like, hey, UCI, how about you bring 3 extra bikes for the TT, 3 extra bikes for the road race? Like, just do that. I wonder if Shimano Mutual Service has TT bikes, like a small, medium, large. That's it. Just squeeze onto it. It's not going to kill you over 11, 12 miles to squeeze onto a bike that's a little bit smaller or bigger. I mean, get the seat as best you can. Campenarts just grinding here. I think Campenarts has been pulling all the way here. All the way. I haven't seen the other rider take a turn up front yet. Maybe he has and the camera hasn't been on him, but pink nasal strip, Campenarts, looks like a beast here, guys. There they go through. At the relay point, though, they're 23.5 seconds down on Spain. So Spain absolutely smashed it. Spain smashed it here. Yep, here this is where I'm watching the replay. They're falling behind. Women's team waiting for them right now. And we'll be waiting for some more checkpoints coming up. Checkpoint 4. So all the 3 men's team are now through. Sorry. All 5 men's team of wave 2 are now through the relay points. Remember, guys, they're doing it in waves. So we still have 5 more teams to even start their efforts. They've been delayed a little bit so that the course will be cleared. And if I look at the start times over here, they've got Switzerland goes out at 15:38. So Switzerland's men team doesn't even start for 11 more minutes. So they go. It's Switzerland, France, Italy, Germany, Australia for the men, and then the women go out as they finish the relay. Yeah, they could have found TT bikes for some of those teams, for sure. Easy, and you'd be foolish not to take a TT bike over a road bike. And I'm just going to watch the relay here. So checkpoint 4. So all teams are through the relay. They're all done. So all the blue lines we're watching on the screen slowly walking their way across, 1 pixel at a time. They're all past the relay point. We don't see anyone on the left-hand side of the screen right now as we're waiting for a break in the waves to go out. Spanish team, fast. Very fast. So at the relay, the Spanish team is over 2 minutes ahead of China. So I'm expecting Spain to just slot in way high at the top here, bumping China out of first place at checkpoint 4. Currently at the finish line, we only have 5 teams that have officially finished. China in first, second Ethiopia, Rwanda third, Uganda fourth, and Benin in 5th place. This is Jonathan Verveen here at the finish, fueling. I don't see any cherry drinks. I haven't seen a cherry drink yet. I guess they don't do cherry drinks at the World Championships. Just pure water. Bread and water, guys. Yeah, China loving being in the hot seat. They've got umbrella holders here in the hot zone. Actually, the hot seat finish area is pretty good. They got 2 big blue couches in there. They got fans blowing back and forth. They got dudes holding umbrellas for them. I'm not sure if it's raining or... the French women team looks the strongest amongst the women's teams. Just you and me, bro. Dude, I don't know what we're talking about now. I don't know what we're talking about. Yeah, French team does look very strong. Cédrine Carabot, Juliette Labousse, Mavis Guébin. That's a strong team. I like the men's team too. Bruno Amarel, Paul Seha, and Pavel Sivakov for the men. That's a strong team. Again, what happened to the Canadian team? We'll never know. They were here yesterday. They vanished. Oh, that Villiers frame is less than 12,000 euros. Yeah. That was my first road bike when I got back into cycling, guys, was a Villiers. I should have kept that bike. I need it right now because I could have made that like an outside bike, or maybe I could have thrown that back on as my training bike and taken my cyclocross bike outside. Team's warming up, getting ready to go. Guys, I think I'm going to grab myself a coffee right now and check up on the dogs. I'll be hopefully back in like 2 minutes. Take your nature breaks, grab another coffee. Back soon. back, dudes. We are back. Coming around for 709er, guys. Coming around right now. Let's check out some stats here. Looks like we got 2 teams through checkpoint 4 out of our second wave of teams. Spain goes through at 18:52. Belgium 20 seconds back, guys. Spain's got a nice team. I might have mentioned earlier on, I thought Spain looked really good. Let's see how that holds up. That looks really sharp to me. Really sharp. Okay, can they hold all the way through? Okay, let me just come back here. Sorry, guys, messing around. That was checkpoint 2. When I keep thinking checkpoint 2 is the second for the women. Anyways, let me get my brain turned on, guys. Brain's turned on. Okay. Sometimes my YouTube app will stop posting others' comments. I have to exit chat, re-enter to see full commentary. Yeah, dude, I don't know why. I've had to do that sometimes too. Mine will just kind of disconnect, close. I just hit my little thing again. Fab Sling. If these are national teams, you would assume there is some budget for equipment or equipment rental. The dictator's kid. Who's the dictator's kid? Ain't doing it. You're going to have a tough time. Blame countries, not riders. Yeah, dude. I agree. I'm shocked that the UCI World Cycling Center does not have all TT bikes or have at least a few extra, even when we find out that it was a team replacement with 24 hours to go. There must be a few extra bikes hanging out there. Guys, at the start shoot, I'm seeing the Swiss moving over now for their start. I think they start in... when did I say they were starting? The Swiss team will be starting at 15:38. They've got 2 minutes to get to the start line. They're just rolling up there now. So they would have been warming up in the little white tents. They're trying to get up there now. Moving up to the start area, guys. So I'm watching them there do that. And checkpoint 4. The women's teams are out, guys. Over checkpoint 4 right now. We should have a few times through there for checkpoint 4. UCI is in 5th place. Mauritius moves into 4th place. So we got times for 2 of those teams through there. We're still waiting for Belgium, Spain, and who am I forgetting? Ukraine. Belgium, Spain, and Ukraine through checkpoint 4. We're still waiting on that. Here is the French team hanging out, getting ready to roll. I believe they start right after Switzerland. Women's team here warming up for France. They're already starting their warm-up now. The men haven't even left yet. But that's how the pros do it, guys. That's where, like, what I'm doing at home is, like, my warm-up. Have a swig of water, jump on the bike. That's my warm-up. Ukrainian women here. This should be checkpoint 4, I believe. Yeah, see, again, guys. Part of it is that even... the race commentary here, the video is screwing up because they call it checkpoint 1. It's actually checkpoint 4, but it is checkpoint 1, but 4 at the same time. So Ukraine has gone through. Ukraine has gone through checkpoint. Spain goes through. Wow. Spain goes through checkpoint 4 in 41 minutes flat, essentially. Ukraine goes through 3 minutes, 10 seconds down. China at 3:22. Mauritius 5:09, UCI Cycling Center at 5:30. That's kind of our second wave of teams that went through, guys. And you know what? The Ukrainians are just ahead of the Spaniards on the road. So I'm watching just a slightly delayed video, and the Spanish team is going through that same checkpoint now. So where is that? That's checkpoint 4. That's over the top of the climb. I believe the Spanish are going to pass the Ukrainians out on course. I think. So yeah, obviously you can see on screen it's called timing point 1. When it shows up in the video, they call it timing point 1. So it makes me want to go back to the top and have another look, which I will be when we go through the next round of teams. Like, Pop Marino. Okay, so I must have missed a Pop. He's saying, why are the Mauritius teams riding side by side? Papa, maybe they just can't keep up with her. That's my only guess. Lechty, Rooser, and Rug So weird here. This is the men's team, and they're showing. Okay, here we go. The men's team's names are showing up now. So I think Stefan Kung's here. Mauro Schmidt's here for Switzerland. And let me get the name of the third rider. It's probably going to show on screen here right away. Yeah, Switzerland just started. And on the start list here for Switzerland, yeah, Jan Christian, that's it. Stefan Kung and Mauro Schmidt. It's a really good time trialist there. Checkpoint 4. We've got 9 of our 10 teams through here now. Just waiting on one team, and that will be Belgium at the checkpoint 4 to come through. And Belgium on the screen here has just popped through checkpoint 4, just waiting on a time split to show up now. First place team is about, let's say, 2 kilometers away from the cobble climb. So guys, if you're just jumping in now, this is teams 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 out on the course. They're doing it in waves of 5. So 5 go, 5 teams of men go, the 5 women's teams go, there's a little mini break, and then they send the next wave out. Yeah, so Papa, I didn't see that on screen here. I mean, it's right in front of me, but, you know, I'm just looking everywhere here. German team getting ready to go. Heidemann, Liedert, and Roosh. Jonas Roosh here. I think he rides for Intermarché Wanty. I think he was the dude that got ran over at the Tour de France. Pretty sure he got ran over by another bike. Spanish ladies absolutely drilling it. Yeah, Spain looks so strong right now, guys. Yep, and just when I saw the start line yesterday, guys, I'm like, okay, that team looks pretty impressive. Don't forget, though, guys, Switzerland's impressive. They got Marlene Reusser in this team. She won on last Sunday. Okay, so we need times through for Belgium at checkpoint 4. Nothing showing up yet. They are through it. They've been through it for at least a kilometer. I'm not seeing any time at checkpoint 4 for Belgium yet. There's the relay point, but there's nothing coming through here now. We have 9 teams. There should be 10. 10 have gone through that checkpoint already. Coffee it up, bros. Coffee it up. So, dudes, after this today, chores, super quick. Gonna jump back on my, Colin's gonna be a pro life insurance agent or some garbage like that. Because I can't sustain myself doing my cycling stuff yet. It will happen, though. I'm gonna do some studying on that. I gotta do the certification exam today. I came home yesterday at 2 after seeing my mom. Walked into the house, it looked like a horror movie in here. So I didn't know which dog it was, but there was like everywhere. Everywhere. The whole house smelled like a slaughterhouse to me. It was horrible in here. Cleaned it up. I had to mop all the floors, Then I thought, well, I might as well vacuum the whole house. I did all that. So my little 2-hour window to get that exam done just vanished on me. So I got super stressed out thinking, man, I'm behind by another day. Just behind by another day of actually having a chance to make some money. Checkpoint 4. Ooh, the Spanish women are definitely drilling it. Now, Spain and Belgium, we can see they're riding, I guess, 4th and 5th on the road right now. Remember, there's 5 teams out here, guys, doing this. Spain went through with a 23-second lead at the relay point at checkpoint 4. The women's team pulled out another 40 seconds on the Belgians' women's team. So the Spanish women are absolutely drilling it, as Fab Cycling said, I think. Yep. Spanish women are killing it right now. Belgian team is down to 2 riders. I didn't actually see when that rider dropped off. Let's see if the Spanish team is all together. That's the number one thing. Keep the team together. Then when you can't, take one last death pull, aka suicide pull, and just completely do everything you can for your team pull off. So yeah, these Spanish women they're just opening the gap up now. When the men finished, it was only 23 seconds between the Spanish men and the Belgian men. Spanish women have come out to play, guys. They come out to play here. This rider here rocking her Zwift headset. She's got the headset on with the big orange. That's a Zwift branded headset. Way too expensive. $350 for a headset. No thanks. I'll just turn my music up. Yeah, Fab Cycling. Yes, they have their men's team come out of the blocks like a Terminator unit, and the ladies the same. Snails in the starting block. LA, LA, LA. Yeah, let's rock, guys. Let's rock. So we've got all 10 teams through checkpoint 4 now. These are actual standings here, guys. Going towards checkpoint 5, let's take a look at the map on the top. Our first team is just getting done with the cobbles. Crest the top, a little slight downhill. That takes them on a better surface, but it still keeps climbing all the way to that finish. Two teams very close together out on course. Very close together. The Spanish team and I think the Ukrainian team are side by side almost. There's two blue lines here together right after checkpoint 5. I think that's who that is. I'm going to go back and figure this out. You know what? It might be the Mauritius team. I think it might be the Mauritius team. I think, like Pop Marino said, they're riding side by side. Maybe they're just trying to get through it now. That team, just one incredible superstar World Tour athlete, and the other two were basically, I hate to say it, but just a good amateur rider they could get to plug in with. There's no way they could ride at the same pace. Sheila saying I would probably not watch this if you weren't for doing your commentary. Sheila, thank you so much. Thank you. I like to see other teams from all over the world. It's really interesting. Yeah, Sheila, took the last 2 days off just because, yeah. Yeah, guys, like I said earlier, I spent 6 hours streaming on Sunday. 6 hours of commentary, stats, history, fun stuff, me making fun of myself. And I think I had like less than 2,000 views. And then someone who steals the stream gets 30,000 views. And I'm just like, you can't win for doing things the right way. Sometimes you just cheat. Just cheat your way to the top, I guess. French Wonder Kid, Seha, and Amarel, what a powers. Dude, I know. France looks so incredible. The French team could easily win this, guys. Take a look at the French men's team. Amarel, Seha, Sivikov. Look at the women's team. That might be the strongest women's team here, I think. I mean, Switzerland has Reusser, but this French women's team is really, really strong. It all depends how well they can work together. Australia, really good team here with Brody Chapman. The men's team for Australia are very strong. I assume Matthews will do a lot of work and then do like a death pull, and it'll be Luke Plapp and Jay Vine smashing it for Australia at the start. Haven't really even talked about Germany yet. We've yet to see them go. French team are on course, guys. Have the Germans went? Yeah, they might be out there now, guys. Yeah, they are. They're out there now. We've got 3 teams. The final wave of 5 has started. The final wave of 5. Yeah, Sheila, thank you so much for your kind words. I appreciate it. Just trying my best to grow this, guys. So yeah, so after this, chores. Somehow I got to squeeze a bike. Italy's just started, guys. Somehow I have to squeeze a bike ride in. I'm going to just pick something short, 20K. I just need to get back on the bike every day. Just every day. It's so hard right now. And then I have to grind for like 3-4 hours on that course to get another module. I have to do 4 modules. I've done 1. I did 1 in 3 days, and then I parked the course for all of July, all of August, and 3/4 of September to do my YouTube channel. I haven't even touched it. Australia in the start shoot now, guys. Yep, high fives, handshaking. Let's go. Let's do this, boys. Let's get it. German team going out now. Rusch, Liedert, and Heidemann. Oh, the women's team is Francesca Koch. I've saw her a lot. Koch is a really strong rider too. Right here, Franziska Koch. Tour de France Femmes. Yep, she rode there. Went on a breakaway day on the Col de la Madeleine. And, okay, so here's the UCI World Cycling Center team finishing absolutely shattered. Shattered. This is a struggle fest with 100 meters to go, guys. Okay, so they should be done now. UCI team finishes 4th currently behind Ethiopia, Rwanda, and China. So let's see how the UCI team stacks up. You'd like to think they would do a bit better. You know, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh on them, but, you know, you've got the UCI behind you. You've got training facilities. You probably got access to coaches, nutritionists. Do you think they do a bit better? Next to start, last team coming up, guys. Less than a minute away to Australia. Fab Cycling. It's $250 for the headset. That's probably US, dude, because I know for me it was like $350. I just said, there's no way. Still as expensive, even with the 20% discount code, and the microphone doesn't work good. Yeah, dude, just crank your speakers up. I mean, some people like, I guess wearing a headset out in public now, these big goofy things, it's kind of like what people do now. But I'd rather have my music playing through good speakers. Let's play your music through good speakers, guys. Let's do that. Actually, Joey Jojo was talking about it last night. Like, wouldn't it be cool to have a full room, Metallica room with like a really good stereo system, real speakers, real music? Let's go, folks. Yeah, we had a bit of Metallica night last night. Yeah, I know, right? How is Niels Paulett and his Aerodentrophysis is not riding for Germany? I know, right? Yeah, Papa Marino, he just turned 26 today, I think. Sorry, he turned 19 today. I don't know why I was thinking 26 there. Shadoobie. Let's take a look at the checkpoints here, guys. So we're going to have times coming through for checkpoint 1. Okay, the last wave of riders coming through right now. They are going to be hitting checkpoint 1 right away. Last team has started now. Looks like we still have 3 teams just finishing up right now. Actually, I think it's just 2 left now. So if I go to the final checkpoint, we should have 8 teams done. 9 teams done now. Spain in first place, obviously. Ukraine was 3 minutes and 31 seconds back. China at 3:46. Ethiopia at 5:02. Sorry, that's checkpoint 5, guys. So it's going to get even more dramatic by the end. Now, okay, we have had teams finish here. UCI finished 2:25 back. We're still waiting on Ukraine. Mauritius. Oh, that's right. I think Mauritius has gotten passed. I'm almost positive Mauritius has been passed out there. Australian team on course guide. These guys are going to absolutely slaughter this. It'll be interesting to look back later and see where the time gaps were made. Like, maybe the men did really good on, section 1, slowed down on 2. The women took over after the relay and did really well. Maybe not so well on that section, but really killed it on the last section. As to where the losses and gains were really made. Ooh, nice. Guys, at checkpoint 1, Switzerland. Okay, this should be showing up here. Why am I not seeing this? Oh. Yeah, I just saw Switzerland go ahead of Spain. Okay, come on. Switzerland's moved ahead of Spain at checkpoint 1. So where is the stat? Okay, I think it's just going to light up here now, guys. I'm waiting. Let's just wait here. I'll drink some coffee and I'll wait it out. And I think we've had Mauritius finish. Mauritius comes in 2 minutes 19 seconds back. Hey, that doesn't make sense to me yet, does it? Okay, maybe it does. 2 minutes 19 down. We're just 19 seconds behind Rwanda. This is actually a very confusing race to follow, guys. I'm not sure if you've noticed that. I think you have. Shattered, exactly. Yeah. Matthews, Plapp, and Vine. I think Matthews is just going to absolutely just go as hard as he can and then do one massive pull. And then it'll be Plapp and Vine going for the finish here, guys. Okay. This makes more sense now. Compared to Spain. Because Mauritius did get passed by Spain out there. We've got 2 teams at the finish here. This is the Spanish team. They passed the Ukrainian team right here. That's the Ukrainian team. 2 riders from Ukraine have just been passed by the Spanish team. I'm seeing that on the video, and I'm now seeing it over here. We've got Spain is finished. There comes Ukraine. It just lit up, guys. 4 minutes, 7 seconds down. Remember? 4:07. They had a 4-minute time gap. So they've just caught them at the finish here. I'm actually still watching that replay. Spanish women finish 56:25. That's the official finish time for them. Ukraine finishes right now. That's that 7-second delay there. Back to them. So Spain and Ukraine. Actually, Ukraine had a not bad ride either. They're 42 finished about 35 seconds ahead of China. So Ukraine bests all the first wave. Mauritius finishes 7 minutes behind Spain. And again, I think Pop Marino was saying that at one point they were riding like 3 abreast. Again, Kim LaCourte, I think they couldn't get a team that was well suited to her. Like, you need a balanced team. You can't have one incredible rider. It's not going to work. Spanish women took almost 5 minutes out of China. Yeah, dude, 4:42. 4:42. Here's the men at, okay, they're calling it lap 1 here. It is intermediate 1, okay? Intermediate 1. We should see the men through. Ooh, and there we go, guys. French are through first. The French men here are through first at 12 minutes, 24 seconds. That's 9 up on Switzerland, almost 16 seconds up on Spain, 23 seconds up on the Belgian team led by Vic Snors. So the French team absolutely flying here. Guys, these guys are really strong, and the women's team is just as strong. Yeah, dude, that's awesome. Awesome stuff there. So I'm looking at the top again here now. Checkpoint 1. I think we still have the Germans to come through. We still have the Australians to come. And who's going to be the... Maybe the Italians. Maybe the Italians. So I'm just looking at there. You can see on the far right-hand side, the Belgian women are on the cobbles finishing right now. So the Spanish women will move into the hot seat now. At the finish line here, Spanish women move to the hot seat. So China will vacate the hot seat altogether. I guess Ukraine would have been in the hot seat for 35 seconds there. They wouldn't even bother going to it because they finished actually just behind them. Swiss team here, guys. They've got 7 kilometers to go. So what do we have going on course here right now? That's the men, the Swiss men. They've got 7K left, but they haven't hit the relay point. So the Swiss men will be coming up to timing checkpoint 2 on the course. Yeah, there's all sorts of numbers going on here. All sorts of numbers. Guys, thanks for everyone being here again. Thank you for being here, coming back. Oh, Sobrero is dropped out of the Italian team here. Yeah, here's our number 23. Sobrero has been dropped by the Italian team already. And that's on the climb, guys. That seems like an early drop. That's going to hurt Italy. That is going to hurt Italy. You can see here on the Cote de Nyanza, we still have 3 teams climbing. I think he got dropped right before the top, though. So maybe he can dig his way back on. Australians are the last team on course. They're starting the climb. Just, well, a bit of false flatty still, and then they're on it. And again, as I said earlier, I've corrected what I've said earlier with some of these teams. They will be riding different equipment because they're going to be riding their team bikes here for these pros. But seeing some of the less developed countries riding road bikes, that's just super unfair for them. Fab, seeing the Spanish ladies don't even look tired. Yeah, they looked really good at the finish line. Yeah, Pop Marino predicts Sivakov. That's what I'm thinking too. Really good rider, but he's not an armor rail / Seha type rider. Time trial anyways. And again, Seha, he could have won all that under 23 stuff. He could have just done it all. But he's competing here against the elites because he is an elite rider. Ooh, checkpoint 1, guys. Italians go through the fastest now. Just 2.25 seconds ahead of the French. So the Italians are flying there, but they have lost a rider, though. They lost a rider right before the first checkpoint here. Let me refresh that. They're over the top now. They're this blue-colored jersey. That's the Italians. They're the 3rd team on the road out of these 5 that are still going. We should have a time through checkpoint 2. Switzerland. Switzerland's the fastest through there now, guys. That's the Mauro Schmidt, Stefan Kung team. They're almost 13s ahead of the Spanish men there. And who am I looking at here? Belgian women finishing up, guys. Well down on the Spanish ladies. Well down. So they're going to finish probably with a total time of, say, of like, I don't know, 59 minutes, something like that. Oh, same video is not live now. Yeah, that's funny. Video's live. Video's not live. It is live. Okay. Okay, here we got time. Yeah, so 58:50. I guessed 59 seconds for their finish, but they are at the finish now. So if we look at the finish line here, this is what you wanted me looking at, guys. This little chunk right here. It's Spain currently. Belgium is 2 minutes and 24 seconds back. Okay, so yeah, this finish line here, they really slowed down at the end. This last part always blows the teams apart too. Seems like they're generally getting dropped on the first climb. They lose one. And then the final after the cobbles, they start falling apart there too for a lot of the teams. And then it means one rider kind of has to wait for the other one. So Benin right now is last place team. Spain is currently the first place team. And I think you're seeing teams kind of finish in the orders than what we're expecting for the favorites. Refresh this again here. Okay. Fifth team on the road here. Sorry, fifth. The 11th team, let's call it that. They're on the cobbles now. This is Switzerland. They've lost one rider right here. Number 42 for Switzerland, Stefan Kung. Stefan Kung out the back, just grinding his way up the cobbles here, guys. Just grinding. Actually, like, going back and forward like this. And wow, the French team looks so fast right now. So fast. So this would have been checkpoint 2. Checkpoint 2 here, it's a bit of a replay for me. Through checkpoint 2, ooh, France. France is ahead, guys. Checkpoint 2, they're 3.3 seconds ahead of Switzerland. And 16 seconds ahead of Spain. So that's the kind of times we're seeing here now. France is moving very fast. Really looking forward. We know Italy's got a fast team here for the men. They're actually faster than France at the first checkpoints. Big numbers are going to be coming out of Australia. They're on the climb now. Can Matthews hang on? I think the longer Matthews can hang on, the better for this team. Now, Michael Matthews, he's riding at the back. He's actually number 1. You can tell him easy because he's got his purple Jaco Alula hat on. Helmet. It's not a hat, it's a helmet. Okay. Most top team bike, 210,000 euros. Most top teams total bike worth. Okay, yeah. For their entire team, yeah. Road and time trial. More confusing than the Masters. Dude, it is really confusing for me because we have multiple waves. And then even what they're saying here is not lining up. Like, I'm looking for like checkpoint 4. So yeah, at the relay point, that's the finish for the men, the start for the women. I'm looking for timing point 4. But they'll call it timing point 1 again. Back here. Because it is timing point 1 again. But it's the 4th time. Yeah, whatever. I don't know how to say it, guys. We'll just keep watching the times. I'm going to look for... Okay, relay point coming up here right away. Relay point coming up here right away for Switzerland. They've lost Stefan Kung. Mauro Schmidt's here. And the other rider for Switzerland is... Jan Christian. This dude. For UAE. He did all the autumnal one-day races here, guys. That's what he's been doing. So yeah, we would have seen him. I didn't do Tour Poland. I did Vuelta y Burgos. God, that seems like a lifetime ago to me now. But we did the ADAC race. We did the Lidl Deutschland race at the same time as the Renui Tour. We did GP Industria, Toscana, Coppa Sabatini, Marco Pantani. We followed all those races, guys. All of them. Australian women getting ready to go. Oh, we've lost one of the French. Is this a French rider here? Yeah, we've lost a French rider. Who is this? French rider out the back. Is that a French rider there? Can't be. Yeah, we know Kung's dropped, but that wasn't Stefan Kung there. So I think the French team is... Could the French be down to two riders? Oh, yeah, nice. So Italy... Oh, okay, so guys, let's get all caught up. Through checkpoint 1, the Australians are the fastest. 11 seconds faster than Italy. 13 seconds faster than France. Come on, Australia. I mean, we got Jay Vine here, guys. We got Luke Plapp here. Like juggernauts on the bikes. The Italians are down to 2 riders. They're the Italians are second fastest through checkpoint 2. At the relay point, the Swiss here come in 20 seconds ahead of the 27 seconds ahead of the Spanish men. So that's what we're seeing there. That's a head-to-head comparison of the Spanish men versus the Swiss men. Swiss men's 27 seconds faster. The Swiss ladies are ready to go now. They're already in the start sheet, just waiting, and they're gone. And go. Seemed like a bit of a delay. They're coming through. So those Swiss men crossed the line, and the women waited 1 or 2 seconds for some reason. Must be a bit of lag. Yeah, that's kind of goofy, isn't it? You'd think they would have that figured out more. So through checkpoint 2, it's the French men in the lead, just ahead of the Italians, the Swiss. They're all within 3 seconds of each other through checkpoint 2. That's over here, guys. At the relay, we've got the Swiss done. We're waiting for other times to come through now. The Italians should be coming up next to the finish line. That was one of the Italian riders. I thought it was a French rider before. So it was an Italian. No, it is a French. This is French. So we got Amaral and CHAKA together on the cobbles, guys. So we would have lost Sivikov, just like you said, Paul Marino. So they are on the cobbles now. And we'll see what happens here, guys. Let's rock. Sivikov is dropped. Yep. Yeah, I thought I saw a French rider before. I'm like, really? Sivikov. Drew will enjoy the replays tonight. Drew, you off to work? Do some refreshing this stuff here, guys. So I imagine this is going to be a pretty... we'll be done by 9 o'clock at the latest. That's my figure. And then I got to start grinding today, guys. I'm going to be like basically on my PC all day. Whether it be setting up streams for the next one. I don't know which race I'm going to do next, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the under 23 or the junior race. I might wait till Saturday for the women's elite. I really want to do that race. That's a super early start. And then the men's elite race. I'll do both of those. I got to work on that course. I got to spend time on my bike. All computer time. Okay, so we're waiting for the French team to finish here now, guys. French team are leading at checkpoint 2. Swiss are leading at the relay point, the finish for the men. Drew's heading out at 8:35, which is within the next 30 minutes. France moves into the lead at the relay point, but guys, by 0.76 of a second over the Swiss. Wow. Here's the finish now. Wonder how far back Sivikov's was. It's Drew's Friday. Okay, Drew's Friday today. I want to see how quick they get across the line here. I mean, here's the 2 men finishing here for France. I'm watching a replay. Still have about 100 meters to go. Like, is there ever any problems with the delay between them finishing and the start of the other riders? I mean, you could lose a couple seconds there. Done? Now they go. Yeah, like that seems like they're hesitating 2 or 3 seconds. There is a light there, but it doesn't seem to really be... I guess it all depends how they have those videos synced too. So through the relay, it's the men's team. I mean, this might be won by a second or 2. So those little delays... Still waiting for Australia to come through checkpoint 2. So they're fastest at checkpoint 1. The Italian team is down to 2 riders. They're on the cobbles now. They're on the cobble climbs of the Harura. And let's have a look here. Where are we? Waiting for the Australians to come through too. That's going to be a critical one right there. And I need to have a look at the team. See if is Michael Matthews still with him. I think he'll still be with them at this point. CHAKA, Amaral at the finish here. Looks like the organizers, they must be like reps for the UCI, taking off transponders and stuff off their bikes. Yeah, they've got them stuck up on their seats. They're kind of like strapped on, so they're pulling them off right now. I guess they're probably worth something. Don't want them taking them home. Okay, dudes, let's go. Waiting for this checkpoint 2 to come in here. The Italians will just be finishing now at the relay point. So we got France, Switzerland, Spain, 1, 2, and 3 for the men at the relay point. We still have 2 teams out there. We're waiting on, well, actually, we have more than that. We're waiting on Italy, Australia, and Germany. Germany through checkpoint 2 is down in 7th place, so Germany will be a non-factor here, unless the women do something incredible. Waiting for Germany's final time here at the relay points. Australian men all still together, guys. And we're coming up on the relay point 2 right now, timing point 2. There it is, Australians through there. That, I said that'd be a critical point, guys. They're through 12 seconds ahead of France, and they still have Michael Matthews. So Matthews did not get dropped on that climb. That's the huge difference here. If these 3 stick together, they have so much more energy here available. Instead of taking 50% of the work each, they're now taking 33%. You're getting more rested. You can do more work when it's your turn up front. Yeah, strong dudes. Strong. They might stick together all the way. One might pull off on the cobbles. It might be part of the strategy. 40K left in on loop. Yeah, I saw that one going on too, dude. Why don't I have a quick look? Okay, because here's the Italians come to the finish line, guys. We should have them through the relay point now. They're third at the relay points. 14 seconds down on France. So the Italians had a nice ride, even with 2 riders. They lost their 3rd rider before the top of the first climb. And let's get ready to start here. The women are going out for Italy right now. So the men are done. Yeah, they always seem to wait 2 or 3 seconds there. Like I'm seeing the light turn on and they're not moving. There probably needs to be some better communication at that start line. Like, okay, yeah, you can go. They're probably like, can we go? And they're hesitating. If one team loses a medal by a second, you could argue that it was that. Let's see what's going on. Okay, one rider drops off here. It's not Michael Matthews. Michael Matthews, Luke Plapp drops out. So Luke drops out right at the start of the cobbles. If you look here in the center of the screen, we're just climbing the... They're not actually on it here on my replay. I think it comes up right here. They're still on good surface here, but they turn quickly, then they're on that cobble section. And then it's steep. So Luke Plapp's out the back. Australia's setting a really nice time. And there will be other teams out on course now. There should be. Yeah, they're ahead of me. I don't know why I'm looking for them to start at the beginning again. Yeah, so where our first team is heading up to, now it's called timing point 4, which on the video shows up as timing point 1, intermediate 1. On the cobbles now for Australia here. They're at 21 minutes right now. They still have 2.4 kilometers to go here on the cobbles. Where's that going to put them at? So they're right now, they're about 4 minutes. Yeah, they're 4 minutes ahead of the French, but they still have 2.3 kilometers of climbing to do here. It's going to be close. Vine and Matthews here working together. Watch out for Matthews on Sunday. Definitely, dude. Yeah, I thought T-Royven, I thought it would have been Plapp and Vine up here. I thought Matthews would have pulled it for him. I mean, Matthews is probably the fastest out of them as a sprinter. Looks like we got some German flags out here. Italian flags. So there's more flags out today, guys. I've never seen this many flags out on course. Love it. And really good crowd again, folks. Nothing crazy going on. No riders being punched to the ground. There's none of that going on. Really appreciate seeing that. So we will be waiting for our first time to come through checkpoint 4. That will be the women going over the top of the big climb of the day, the Cote Nyanza. Matthews leading, Vine up the climb. Matthews looks really strong today, guys. Yeah, dude, right here. Guys, I love when you comment at the same time as when I say something. I'm glad you're seeing what I'm seeing. I say Matthews is doing really good today. Pop Marino. Matthews doing amazing considering his health problems. Dude, what's his health problem that I don't know about? What's up with Matthews right now? Yeah, guys, if I don't get that module done today for this program, yeah, it's end days for me. Oh, guys, and you might be seeing some more videos pop out. They might be some stuff that you're not interested in. I'm going to do some Ruby update videos coming up. Ruby's had a bunch of updates. I kind of got my channel going doing Ruby videos and update videos, tutorial videos. I know the program like the back of my hand. Those videos still do well. So, okay, look, I'll continue with that in a second. Sunday predictions, me, the Taddy and Isaac show, yeah. Their one chance to test themselves against each other will create friendly rivalries first 2 tests. Yeah, like, that's what you got to remember. They're not teammates anymore on Sunday. How's Primos going to help out Poggy on Sunday? Could be interesting. We need checkpoint 4 times, guys. Checkpoint 4, that's what we're waiting on right now. And who is this heading out now? So I think we've had more relay times. France, Switzerland, Italy still are 3 teams. Australia the fastest by far at checkpoint 2. They've got 800 meters to go here, maybe more like 600. Ooh, Matthews is 125 to 1 to get on. Dude, that's probably not a bad bet to take on. That one's not bad. That guy could pull it out at any time. He's strong. He does have a sprint. See how Poggy feels on Sunday. I kind of thought, I was laughing to myself. You know the South Part thing, blame Canada? You know, the whole South Part thing, let's blame Canada for everything that happens. I think they made a song out of it and stuff. Here's the Australians at the finish. They should be through... This is them at the relay point. Yeah. Relay point, 33 seconds up for Matthews and Jay Vine. And yeah, Matthews blew me out of the water in this performance. I thought he'd be long gone. He's doing at least as much work as Jay Vine. Wow. Superstars right there. 33-second lead for the women here. It's up to the women now. Okay, I missed their start. I didn't watch carefully. Oh, okay. Cycling week back in July. Michael Matthews puts career on pause after signs of pulmonary embolism. Yee, scary. Well, he looks pretty healthy to me, dude. Looks pretty healthy here. Yeah, dude, so if you see some videos later today, you can watch them, whatever. Like them, please. Yeah, likes would be great on those videos. I might do like a Ruby update video if I get everything else done. So when I jump in to my YouTube studio, you know, you guys are on YouTube. I have a second one called YouTube Studio. It'll show me my top 3 videos over the last 48 hours. Well, since I didn't stream for 2 days, number 1 was the stage from Sunday, the individual time trial. My number 2 and number 3 videos were videos I made like a year ago. Ruby starter guides. I kind of do my starter tutorial videos just like this. I like give you every detail you could ever ask for. And I get a lot of people saying, I love how you just go into every detail of it and walk me through it like bit by bit. Because there's people out there riding on it and they don't know what they're doing. They're brand new. I'm like, dude, you need to switch that bike out. Like, I want to make a video. I wrote a couple days ago. I'm passing people. I'm seeing people out there on course and they're riding the starter bike. I'm like, dude, there's free upgrades. You can get a faster bike. Or they'll be riding a flat course on a TT without a TT bike. I'm like, dude, pick the TT bike. You'll be faster. So just things like that. So if you see them, give them a like. You don't have to watch them, but please do. What a time by Australia. If the women can keep up, Australia should win. Yeah, Australia is the favorite. Yeah, I think the French women's team too here, T. Royven, I think they're very strong as well. So let's just, what do we have left to watch here? Okay, so they're all through there. So guys, all the men's teams are done now. Australia went through here, giving the women a 33-second lead. Dude, right away here. Right away. Look at this gap here between the Australian team and who is ahead of them here? Okay, Swiss team are going to be way ahead of the Spanish team through checkpoint 4. And they're all still staying together, so none of the Swiss women got dropped on that climb, which a lot of the teams were doing that earlier, and that really affects their time. So that'll be through checkpoint 4. Switzerland are through first, 1 minute 32 ahead of the Spanish women. Really? Wow. So the Swiss are final. Remember, this is Marlon Reusser, guys. Uh, world champion in the individual time trial last Sunday. Looks like she's sitting on the back there. And we've lost a rider here. Soraya Paladin for the Italian team is out, leaving them with 2 up front. So we've got 10 times through here. Is that correct? I would have thought, oh, we should have 11 teams through. We do have 11 teams through. 4 teams still to come to checkpoint 4. That will be the Germans, the Italians, the French, and the Australians. So Australia looks set up really, really nice. All depends how the Australian women do in the final part. The French are 33 seconds back. The Swiss are 34 back. There's going to be a definite fight for the podium here. Silver versus bronze medal. French and Swiss. Here's the French team. Kerbal, Labous, and Squiban. They're on the Côte de Nyanza right now. That's this climb here, dudes. That should be them right there in that bluish looking jersey right there, I think. We've got 2 teams through checkpoint 4. 2 teams through checkpoint 4. I'm just waiting for the time to show up here. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah, you can see them here. 1 team, 2 teams are through. 3rd team is here on the climb. Then we have 2 teams on the false flatty section before the climb, heading out to it. Now, I think the Australian women's team is not as strong as the French team, so, but it's 33 seconds. 33 seconds difference at the relay point here. What's my latest time coming through? There should be another time coming through here. Slow times now, guys. Times are very slow. I did know this. Juliette Labous, I watched some videos about her, started BMX cycling at the age of 7. France, 2nd time through, guys. What is their time like compared to the Swiss? The Swiss are 20 seconds behind the Swiss at checkpoint 4. At the relay, ooh, the Swiss are flying, guys. It was pretty much even at the relay point. Now, there was less than 1 second between them at the relay point when the men finished. With the women, now Switzerland is 20 seconds ahead of the French, a.k.a. Marlon Reusser, on the front, just pulling like a beast probably. Like the best women's time trialist out there, hands down. Hands down. She's already done it this week. Yeah. So the French women lost 20 seconds to the Swiss women at the relay. It was basically even Steven at the relay point. See, the French women were on 33.31. The Swiss women were, the men were at 33.31. The men were on 34.07 for the Swiss men. That's less than a second at the first check for the women. There's a 20-second difference. Bike change for, it could be, I think it's Marlon Reusser. It is Marlon Reusser's getting a bike change. Wow, what a disaster for the Swiss, especially when they just went through checkpoint 4 the fastest, 20 seconds ahead of the French. The other 2 riders have won on without her. Wow. Ooh, that's brutal. That is brutal. Holy guys, that's going to turn things upside down. I wonder how that Italian women's team's doing right now. They're only 13 seconds behind at the start of the relay. Switzerland just lost pretty much the best rider out here. How are those 2 other Swiss riders going to do by themselves? French women will be... the thing is, they won't even know about this. There's no radios here at World Championships, so they won't know about it. Dude, Spain was doing good. They're... But, I mean, the big guns are coming now. The big guns are coming now, Don. And we just had some drama here. France and Switzerland were pretty much tied after the men's event. Less than 1 second. And then at checkpoint 4, the Swiss were 20 seconds ahead. Then we find out that their number 1 rider for Switzerland, Marlon Reusser, had to do a bike change. So that 20 seconds they gained could all be lost now. It all depends what the other 2 can do. Yeah, over for Reusser. Like, I don't know, like, what should they have done? Should they have waited for her? But what do you do when you're that close? Here's the Italian women. There's just two of them. So they've lost Paladin. So, okay, so that's going to help France and Switzerland in their little epic battle here because they're battling over second and third place, silver and bronze medals. I think the Italians are off the podium for sure now. With only two riders, they lost Paladin really early, before the climb even. So checkpoint 4 now. I think we're just waiting on two teams to come through here. It looks like we're waiting on the Australians and... Okay, one team's just came through. One team is through checkpoint 5. How's that looking? It's going to take a bit to get the times here, guys. It's still got Spain leading at checkpoint 5. We're waiting for this to come through here right away. And I don't have it yet. Yeah, so Italy lost a little bit more time to Switzerland and the French. Yeah, the Swiss are going to struggle now. Wow, and you know what? They took 20 seconds in that one interval from France. They were, guys, 33.31. This is with reference to Australia at the relay where the women started. 33.31 for France, 34.07 for Switzerland. Like less than 3/4 of a second. By the first interval for the women, French had taken 20 seconds out of them. That's all gone now. Without Russo there, Switzerland is just going to slow down now. Okay, so through checkpoint 5, the two Swiss riders that are left, yep, they're well up on Spain. They're 1:07 up on Spain, almost 1 minute 8 seconds up on Spain. So Switzerland is still flying. Hopefully they can maintain that lead. Let's see if the French can pull any of that 20 seconds back. Taddy will give the World Championship to Primoz at the finish line like he did for McNuggets. Dude, could you imagine that? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Dude, that might be the coolest thing of all time. I would love that. Send Primoz out with a parting gift. Right, here's your parting gift. Enjoy your retirement. Although I think Primoz is coming back next year. The two Swiss riders, one of them's looking back to see if Marlin's making any progress. Can you imagine if she got back on? Could you imagine that? Let's just get a review here, guys. Still waiting for France's time to come through. Where are they on course here? Okay, so this is the Swiss at the front. I think the French will be our next team through. Oh, the Australian team, one rider struggling off the back here. Almost at the top of the Côte de Nyanza. Hang in there. She actually gave a arm flick back behind her. This is Wilson Haffenden here for Australia. I think she's a replacement rider too. I think she was a late minute replacement. Let me just see here. I'm going to jump back into the start list, guys, for Australia. Yeah. Wilson Havenden was only like as a replacement 23 hours ago, I think. Okay, well, maybe not. I thought that's what that meant. Because I'm seeing someone here for Germany saying 37 minutes ago. That makes no sense. Okay, so maybe I'm misinterpreting that. But she's off the back for sure. Two riders going ahead. This is Brodie Chapman, and I think it's Amanda Spratt for Australia. They should be going over the top right away. Dawn saying that Primoz has 2 seasons left in those champions legs. Love it, dude. Love it. Okay, France came through. First place at checkpoint 4, guys. France should be through, checkpoint 5. Ooh. Guys, look at the turn of events. Look at the turn of events. At checkpoint 4, Switzerland was up on France by 20 seconds. Marlen Reusser pulling. Right after checkpoint 4, Marlen Reusser has to do a bike change. Her teammates went up the road without her. By checkpoint 5, it's flip-flopped 15 seconds the other way. So 35 seconds were lost in that interval. France was 20 seconds down at checkpoint 4. They're 15 seconds up to Switzerland at checkpoint 5. One rider. All the French women are together here. All 3 French women are together here, guys. What a change. So the Swiss are on the cobble climbs here, guys. Marlon Rooser, holy crap, rides her way back on, guys. Marlon frickin' Rooser here rides her way back on. Guys, and that wasn't like a super speedy bike change. It was kind of a slow one. She rides her way back on, catches these two riders on the cobbles. Holy crap. Holy crap. Guess who's back? Back again. Yeah, dude, you guys are seeing it. Renee's seen it. T. Royven's seen it. Wow. Dudes, she's so far and away better than the other. It's kind of like, watching Remco. Lechty gets dropped. The Swiss rider gets dropped. Marlon. Wow, what a woman. What a woman. What a cyclist. She gets dropped. Does a bike chain, gets dropped, and it was a long ways. Fights her way back on the cobbles, gets to the front, takes over and said, yeah, stay on my wheel if you can. I bet you she's riding with pure rage right now. Could you imagine if she pulls back France again? Guys, again, checkpoint 4. Okay, relay point, men and women, less than 1 second. Checkpoint 4, the Swiss go up by 20 seconds over France. Checkpoint 5, Switzerland is now 15 seconds behind France. So they lost 35 seconds due to Marlon Rooser's bike change. Marlon Rooser comes back. Can she drag them back to the front here? It's 2 of them versus 3 French women. Wow, what a story. What a story. Yeah, she dropped her teammate. Lechty got dropped. She caught them right at the freaking cobbles, dudes. Right at the cobbles. Wow. Like, when I see that, I'm like, that's your strongest cyclist. Not the little one that weighs 40 pounds less going up a hill. That is the rider when you're out riding on the roads and that person can drop me at any point they want. One of the French women has dropped off, number 34. Number 34, Carabal. Cedrine Carabal's been dropped, so it's 2 versus 2 now and she is just done. Like, she looks like her heart's at 190. Rooser just driving the front, driving it. I think the other rider is Roegg, R-O-E-G-G. I think that's how you spell her name. Let's have a quick peek. Yeah, right here, Roegg, R-U-E-G-G. Naomi, maybe? Is that what you would say? Is that the English version of that? I think she's just hanging on for dear life here. She's like, oh my God, I'm going to get dropped. Marlon's back. I can't get dropped. Holy crap. Australian women's not doing so good as the men. Unfortunately, yeah. Guys, they had a 33-second lead, I think. So we're going to have to go back to the relay point. This is what we're going to see which women's team does good. So the Australian men absolutely smashed it, right? How do the Australian women's team hang up? And I don't think the Australian women's team is as strong as the other ones. The French team is strong. Switzerland team, Marlon, incredibly strong. Checkpoint 4, it was the Swiss gaining time. The Australian women are 3 seconds down on the Swiss at checkpoint 4. Then the French took over due to Marlon's unfortunate accident. Bike mechanical, whatever you want to call it. It's all about the finish now, guys. All about the finish. Wow, what an awesome event. Guys, I love this event. Okay, Drew's got to go. See you, Drew. Thanks for being here, dude. Check out the highlights tonight. Squeeban struggling too. This will be played in seconds. Dude, exactly. So remember before I was saying when they do the relay start, it's kind of like I'm watching the men down, like, and they're done. And then I'm like, now they're going. It's like 2-3 seconds lag there. I bet you could argue that later. Like, I don't think it's done ideally. Switzerland's done, guys. 54 minutes, 48 seconds just pops up on screen. They're 130 ahead, 37 ahead of the Spanish. That other rider, Naomi Roegg, is probably like, I hate my life right now. I'm hanging on to the world's best time trialist right now. Just struggle fest for her. Spanish team will be stepping out of the hot seat immediately, beaten by 137 by the Swiss. Yeah, here's Swiss. Marlon is immediately back into full TT extension mode. The other rider is like dying out there. They're done. That's the finish for them there. We already know it's 54-48. What can the French team do? Will the Australian team fall apart? They are a little bit slower, but see, at checkpoint 4, Marlon was on fire right here. Then she had to do the bike swap, which is really going to hurt. That gave that back to the French. Did Marlon pull back 15 seconds on the French? Will the French fall apart by 15 seconds on that finish line? Whoa. There should only be 3 teams left, I think, guys. Maybe 2? 3 teams left. French team looks like it's struggling. French team is struggling, guys. Rider up front is constantly looking back at the second place rider. It's Labous and Squiban. Squiban is struggling. Labous keeps looking back at her. Juliette Labous. They're at 52:37, and they've got 2 minutes. They're at 52. I'll tell you when they got 2 minutes. So what do they figure out here? They're at 52:48 now. Swiss finished at 54:48. So they got 2 minutes. I'm looking for a marker on the road, guys. What is this barrier here? How far are we out? Just says visit Rwanda. No idea of how far to the finish we are. Oh, we're 1 full kilometer to go, guys. We're 1 full kilometer uphill. I think the Swiss might get it, guys. I think the Swiss might get it. Imagine if they had Team Radius. Oh, come on! Come on, ladies. Come on! Labous is flying here. Yeah, Squiban too. Guys, it's going to be so close. Yeah, respect to the Swiss for dealing. Man, Marlon Reusser, like, that's the best ride of the day for me. Marlon Reusser, best ride. I don't have to say men. I don't have to say women. That's the best rider out there today. So right now, the French are up by a minute. They're in the final kilometer, but they are climbing, guys. Unfortunately, there was a 35-second deficit that Marlon Reusser had to make up with probably 2.5 kilometers to go. The French should get this, guys. They should get it. Marlon Reusser's incredible, but to pull back a 35-second deficit after her bike change, and they couldn't do it now. So it says right here, guys, French roll through 54:35, only 13 seconds ahead of Switzerland. At checkpoint 5, Switzerland was 15 seconds behind. Marlon got back on. So the Swiss are out of the hot seat. The French are in the hot seat now, guys. The French are in the hot seat. Important to see now. We've got 2 teams left there still, I think. Yeah, we should have times here through checkpoint 5. Ooh, here we go, guys. Here we go. New best time for Australia at checkpoint 5, 46.16. So at checkpoint 5, the Australians are 13 seconds up on the French. 28 seconds up on Swiss. That's all we got left, guys. So basically, there's your podium in whatever order you want to call it. Australia, France, and Switzerland. Switzerland in third. The French will be getting either second or first. What a race. Come on! Yeah, dude, this kind of racing is fantastic. You know, every little bit counts. I wish they do more of this. I really wish. I think there was a few years ago, they had an event like this after the Tour de France, but it was like teams versus teams. And I think they had like a sprint stage. But it was different. It wasn't like huge pelotons. They had a time trial event. I'm trying to remember what it was called. If anyone remembers, let me know. We are in the pipe. 5x5. It was like after the Tour de France, and I forget what they called it. It wasn't championship. It wasn't like a time trial championship or anything. But the teams are out there all competing, but kind of like one at a time, timed events. Yeah, exactly to you, Roy. That was close. If Reusser didn't have the bike change, Switzerland would be ahead. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Switzerland was ahead at checkpoint 4 over France by 20 seconds and then lost it all. She did her bike change right after that, so it took her quite a while to like get back on. Okay, who are we watching here? These are the Italian women. The Italian women were behind at checkpoint 4 in 4th place. At checkpoint 5, they're still in 4th place. So they've got 1.2 kilometers to go. They're going to end up in 4th place overall. They've got a nice 30-second gap buffer over Germany. Wow. So Australia's going to win this unless things fall apart. They've got a 13-second lead over France. Let's look at the top 20 here. We've had 12 teams finish, 3 teams still to go. Here's the Italians. They've only had 2 riders for quite a while here too, guys. Quite a while. They've got 1 kilometer to go and they're already over 54 minutes. So they're going to finish in the 55s for sure. Spain's going to get bounced down real quick. The Italians will probably finish ahead of the Spanish. Yeah, they will. They're going to finish ahead of the Spanish here. I need to look at my little stick figures here. 2 teams still going. Australia has yet to hit the cobbles yet, guys. The Italians are on the cobbles. Actually, yeah, are they? Yeah, I think they're on them. Actually, they're coming to the finish line now, so I'm trying to figure out these 2 lines here. This might be super delayed. Okay, there's 3rd time for the Italians at the finish. Yeah, it is. I can tell, like, even after the cobbles, there's a bit of a climb upwards. So who am I looking for here? Australians. And Germany went through checkpoint 5 at 126 down. So they're still out there too. So there's 2 teams left, the Germans and the Australians. Come on. Yeah, what an effort by Marlon. Huge, huge effort. Oh, back up. I didn't see what Don said here. Colin, I agree. I am a faster rider at 125 minutes, but I am sure stronger at 150. Yeah. That's different, guys. Like, it's just take a hill climber and take a time trialist who's 185 pounds. The hill climber's going to win every time. But, like, just out there rolling around on the streets, you know, you just... Some of those taller, lankier riders are, like, so fast. The climbers are going to be able to hang on by just drafting them. They wouldn't be able... Like, side by side... It's all about absolute watts at that point. It's not watts per kilo. Watching the Australians here, they've got 2 kilometers to go. They've got a 13-second lead on France here. Pushing some big gears on the climbs, you guys. They're at 50 minutes and 14 seconds here. French finished at 54:35. So they've got 4 minutes. Oop, they're actually passing riders. There's still a rider here on course here. It's probably one of the Italian riders. That was probably Paladin. Paladin was probably on the climb as well. They've gone by. They've got 4 minutes to play with to get to the top. They're at 1.9 kilometers. They should be safe to take this. They should be safe to take it. Different styles here. One's pushing a bigger gear at the back. One spinning a bit more. Michael Matthews at the finish. Always like this guy. Always like this dude. Yeah, come on, ladies. Come on. Yeah, Rooster and... Yeah, they should be 3rd place. Switzerland should be 3rd. That's all we're waiting on, guys. So they're going to bump them down. Swiss will be 3rd. French will be 2nd or 1st, depending on what the Australians do here. Germans are out of the game. Germany's still out on course, guys. We're waiting for them to finish. They should be done the cobbles now. Yeah, Germany is done the cobbles. They're in that last little ascent. The camera's not even on them. We're watching Australia here. So the French will be departing here soon, I think. Well, maybe not. We'll see what happens. Switzerland coming around for 7-0-9er. Dude, I was hoping that she'd pull them back. But, dude, that was just too much. So it's weird. They're giving us kind of like a... They're saying the French are the provisional winners right now. Yep, it says Brody Chapman struggling to hold on here. They were giving like a time gap on the road, and it was down to like 12 seconds. I don't know why they would say the French are the provisional winners because the event's not over yet. They were saying it was 12 seconds at 1.4. They're saying it's 8 seconds difference between the French and the Australians with still 1.2 kilometers to go. So that, okay, 9 seconds. That means the Australians are just slightly ahead of the French. But one of these Australian riders is really struggling here on the cobbles. Really struggling. 1.2 Ks to go. They have just over 2 minutes to get this done. Just over 2 minutes. They should just be able to do it. They're off the cobbles now onto better road surface. That is not the 1 kilometer barrier. The banner's coming up right away here. Germans are finishing now. So Germany will finish over 56 minutes. We'll see their time right away. Things will be very close between Australia and France, guys. It's going to be really close. So the Germans are in 4th place there. Hasn't even shown up yet. 800 meters to go. So France finished at 54.35. They've got 1 minute and 20 seconds to cover 700 meters. Looks like the Australians are coming home for the win here, guys. It does climb again, though. So if that one rider is still struggling, it may really slow them down again. There's a little bit of a flat descent, and then it kicks up again. 1 minute to go. It's a fun discipline to watch. Aussie rules, yep. Yeah, other than Remco and Marlin, the last cobble makes everyone look ordinary. Dude, the Australian team's out there. They're starting to cheer now here. The men are out now cheering on the women coming to the finish. They're like, they're like, we won, but are we sure we won? 36 seconds from first to second place here, guys. Australian women coming to the finish, guys, right now. Again, it's a tough finish. Super tough finish. And the crowds are awesome. Good fans here. Michael Matthews, he was praying. He was praying. He was doing this, praying. Less than 20 seconds, guys. I think they're going to finish within 10 seconds of the French. 10 seconds ahead. Come on. That second rider is really struggling. Across the line 1, cross line 2. They win by 5 seconds. Let me just see this here, guys. Yep. They just win by 5.2 seconds there. They just held it together. What could have been for Switzerland? What could have been for Switzerland? Because Switzerland was outperforming France at checkpoint 4. Switzerland was 20 seconds faster than France at checkpoint 4 and 3 seconds faster than Australia. Yeah, Switzerland probably should have won that. I'm going to say Switzerland probably should have won that. If Marlon Rooster didn't have that bike change, I think Switzerland could have won it. Yep, they've done it again. That was great to watch. Dude, that was so good to watch. I love that event, guys. I absolutely love that event. But yeah, at checkpoint 4, Switzerland was ahead of France and Australia. Yeah, these women here are just wrecked. Just wrecked right now. Get the drinks on them. Again, no cherry drinks. I don't know why. I guess the cherry drinks aren't legal at the World Championships. I haven't seen one cherry drink yet. Michael Matthews is helping pour water on them to cool them off. That's Brodie Chapman right there. We saw her at the Tour de France. Squiban, we lost earlier. So, unfortunately, these guys have won, and Squiban is still out on course trying to finish. Not Squiban. Sorry. Who was the other rider? I need to check that. Felicity Wilson Haffenden. But Squiban got dropped by her group, the French. She'll be done by now. So Haffenden will still be finishing. Awesome event, guys. I'm glad we covered that because that was so much fun. I love that stuff. Makes me think more about doing the under 23. Guys, should I do the under 23 tomorrow? Is that tomorrow? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come here. I just think it's a really cool event. I'm wondering if I should do that tomorrow. Oh, look at this here, guys. Recent updates. Giulio Palazzari pulls out of the World Championships. So he's pulled out of the men's road race. And Leanne Lippert. She was supposed to be in the mixed relay. See that? Leanne Lippert was supposed to be in the mixed relay. Really? For Germany. So some of these are coming through a little bit late. I mean, it's kind of too late to let me know that was 57 minutes ago. So should I do the U23 mixed relay? So guys, that's coming tomorrow. I think I will. Let me know if you guys drop some comments and let me know if you think I should. So tomorrow, where are we? It's only for the elites. Really? That's unfortunate. So tomorrow will be the under 23 road race. I'd rather do the TTT actually. You know what? I love that TTT mixed relay. I think there's a lot of strategy to it, a lot of tactics. So tomorrow will be under 23 road race. And just trying to get this figured out, guys. That's tomorrow. Oh, women. Women's under 23 road race. The men are on Friday with the juniors. Saturday, we have the women's road race. I'm doing that one for sure in the men's. T. Royven, they should do the relay at the European Championship too. Dude, I think they do. Dude, good comment. I was looking at that yesterday. They do right here. European Conti Championships mixed relay. Oh, and they do a junior. So for some reason, they don't do a U23 or junior mixed relay at UCI, but they do it at European. So on October 2nd, guys, we will be doing the mixed relay. I wonder if they got startless. They may, no startless yet. But so we will be doing the men's and women's elite mixed relay TTT European Championships, and I'm going to do the juniors too. If it's a relay TTT, I'll do everyone. It could be 5-year-olds. I'm going to do them. I just love that event. I think it's so cool. Catch the end of Omloop if you have time. Yeah, dude, let's check that out here quick. What is going on with Omloop right now? Oh, wow. Omloop, guys. Oh, Dylan Groenewegen. Guys, over at Omloop, Tim Naberman, Case Bowles, and Martin Rasenberg here. 8-second lead over the peloton. Now, I don't know a lot about this race, guys. It's 199 kilometers long. It's the 78th running. So I'm looking at the teams here. There's only 2 women at the finish, 3 men. I don't know where the third Australian is. This is the Swiss team earlier. This would have been the men. Probably coming to the finish line here at the end where they do the relay handoff. So it's a road course, about 90 Ks out in the country, and then they jump into a circuit race. They're on the last passage right now. Let's take a look at the start list quickly. We've got 11 Ks to go. Groenewegen for Jaco Alula. This might be one of his last races. Oh, he's still got the Crow race coming up. That starts on September 30th, guys. I might cover that, depending on how much more cycling people want to watch. Soudal Quickstep, Tim Merlier here. Bahrain Victorious, Phil Bauhaus. I thought we might see Jasper here at Alpecin, but he's not racing right now. Jasper's kind of disappeared. Milan Fretten here for Cofidis. Intermarché, okay, no Binyam here. Where's Benny? He's not here either. Movistar has Fernando Gravira. 31. All sprinter. That would be their sprint hopeful there. Moschetti is fast for Q36.5. Elia Viviani, also still fast. Yeah, let's hang out here, guys, and do this one as I finish things up today before I get ready to sit on my computer for another 4 hours doing a course I really don't want to do. Yeah, T. Royman, I know. I'm surprised they don't do the U23 mixed relay. I mean, that event is so exciting to me. The teams, like, you're counting on your teammates. If you lose a teammate too early, it's like, you know, then you got to worry about mechanicals. Like, look at Marlon Reusser. I think they had that thing tied up. I think the Swiss had it in the bag. It would have been close. But actually, how far back did they finish? So overall at the relay, they only finished 18 seconds out of first place to the Australians. Okay, they're all there now. So both all 6 Australians are there now. Remember, one dropped out early, so she would have still been finishing. 18 seconds, Marlon Reusser is worth at least that. So I think Switzerland would have won. Australia, then France. That's what I think would have happened there. Under 10K to go at Omloop. Don saying Jasper's recharging his robot body. We won't see him again until 2026 when they take him out of cryostasis. Dude, where is he? Where is Jasper? I'm going to find out where he is right now. What else is he doing this year? Here is Jasper. Jasper's next race, he races on October 3rd. So he is on a little bit of a hiatus here. Check this race out. He's doing the 19th Sparkassen Munsterland Giro. I have no idea what this race is. None. But I see 10 World Tour teams. I see 10 World Tour teams showing up for this one, guys. May have to put this one on the list to do too. What? I don't even know what this race is. When I say Giro, I think it's only a one-day race though. One-day race. So we're in the times of one day, a lot of one-day races. Jasper's doing that. Then he's doing Binche Shimai Binche. And then Perry Tours Elites on October 12th. That's a big race. Yeah, Super 8 Classic, he only got 57th place, 52nd, which is probably not what he was expecting. So that's where Jasper's doing right now, guys. 8.4 k's to go, 7-second lead to the peloton here. Yeah, he'll be coming out then. Yeah, Papa, the mixed TTT would take off if more than a few top countries took it seriously. Dude, I think it's an awesome event. I think it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, why there wasn't a Canadian team? Like I said, there was a Canadian team yesterday. Where's the Americans, guys? Like, America? Well, even worse. Like, dudes, where's the frickin' UK? Where's the UK? Why is there not a UK team here? Like, honestly, I think that's kind of pathetic. UK should have a team for where's the Dutch? How come the Dutch don't have a team here? I mean, the event's been put on. You know, the course is set out for them. The times are assigned. Like, come on, dudes. You know, no Norwegians, no Slovenians. Like, not one. Yeah, I just don't get it. No Slovakians here. Kind of really lame, really. Those countries need to get their teams here. Where was the... Yeah, exactly, Jordan. Where's the Netherlands? Where's Ricka frickin' Tello? Yeah, not one U.S. rider here for this. For the TTT, obviously. I can't believe they couldn't put a team together. And, guys, people are going to say, well, they need to rest up. Dude, you can see how much they race. Sometimes these guys will race 3 days in a row. Sometimes they'll race 2 days on the weekend, take 2 days off, race midweek at another race. They can do it. This is not hard for them. They can totally do it. Matthew still rocking the double earrings look, Mr. Pirate. Yeah, Danish. Where are they? But I think there's probably... we could all quickly come up with probably 7 or 8 really good countries that are really strong in cycling. They could have been here for this, and they weren't. So I don't think there was probably a team limit or anything. So I'm going to do Omloop here, and then as much as I say I'm happy to start my day, I'm actually regretting or dreading starting my day because I know it's just going to be me sitting trying to take an exam, which I don't want to do. So, guys, cheer for me, okay? Cheer me on. Get me through this dumb course so I can actually make some money. Attackers are caught, guys. Down to the last 6.2 kilometers here at Omloop. I'd love to see Dylan Groenewegen get a win. I'd love to see that. Dylan Groenewegen, he's going to a new team next year, Unibet Titema Rockets. 6 stages at the Tour de France. He was winning stages at the Tour de France up until 2 years ago. 2024, he won stages at the Tour de France. 3 stages at Paris-Nice. 7 stages at the Tour of Slovenia. Oh, including this year, he won stages there. 5 stages at the Tour of Britain. 2 stages at the UAE. And he's kind of on a nice little run right now, guys. If you look at his results here, GP de Formies, 5th place. Kampioenschap van Vlaanderen, 2nd place. We followed that race, and Pijil, Guxi Pijil, whatever that is, 2nd place there too. Racking up some nice UCI points to drag them over to Titema Rockets. Let's go, dude. They're probably pretty happy with the signing. I mean, he's picked up, 250 UCI points in the last week. The 14th through the 21st. So Dylan Groenewegen going to the finish line here. 5 kilometers to go, guys. My GB team, Tarling, Hayter, Pitcock, Kat Ferguson, Zoe Bagstick, Anna Henderson would be awesome. I know. Why couldn't they have done this? I mean, and I get it. Well, I did the TT on Sunday. Well, you can do a race on Wednesday. It's only 40 kilometers. Actually, you're only doing 20 kilometers. It's a 20-kilometer ride. A hard one, no doubt. And then you can race again next week on the Sunday. Too much screen time is bad news, dude. I know, Flaky 32. I am not looking forward to it. So I have to do the module. I got to do the mock exam a couple times. And once I feel good, then I got to do the certification exam. So, And kind of with, to do the certification exam, my style of doing it is do the mock exam a bunch and then instantly jump in and do the cert exam so I don't forget things. Yeah. Marlon Rooser here, congratulating the Australians. Yeah, love the camaraderie here and the sportsmanship. Here's Mavis Squiban. She's with Brody Chapman here. Yeah, so unfortunate for Rooster, but that's racing, right? 4.2 Ks to go. Case Bowles for Astana opens up a small gap. 3-second gap over the peloton right now at Omloop. 78th running of this 1.1 race. We still got, what? Is it Wednesday? Yeah, we still got 5 more days left in Rwanda, guys. 5 more days. Coffee's getting cold. Coming around for a 709er. Yeah. 709ers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so many good teams could have been here, guys. So many good teams. Groupama now pulling. Who's Groupama pulling for here? Okay, we don't want to do that. Startless here, guys. We're down to 3.6 kilometers here. I think they're doing all their little celebratory pictures now. Groupama. Paul, maybe? Is it Paul? Is he their good sprinter? Yeah, it is Paul. I can't believe I remembered that. Paul Pinois, or Pin, I forget how you say it. That's their sprinter there. Groupama is pulling at the front right now. 80-meter gap. Case Bowles to Peloton. 3.2 kilometers to go. They should just pull him back in real quick. The speed of that Peloton is going to be absolutely screaming right now. Sprint trains will be getting lined up. I wonder if I had any access to this. I might. No, today, guys, it's just UCI. Then I got BMX SC Gold Cup Finals. Sure. And, ooh. Starting on Saturday, I think it is, Tour of Langkawi. I might follow that one. Oh, and the race is at weird times. 7:15 at night for me. It says for stage 1 anyways. But yeah, eyes are getting sore already, guys. So I'll be glad to get this out of the way. And then, well, not my cycling. That stupid course. I have to get one done today. It was supposed to be done tomorrow, and I'm so mad I didn't get it done yesterday. But so anyways, when I came home and cleaned up the horror show that was in my house, when I got in the house, I was like, what is going on in here? It looks like Joey's little corgi. She's pretty sick right now. I mean, she's gone to the bathroom everywhere. Breaking out the mops. Crashed by 7 riders in the peloton at Omloop, guys. Crikey. I have no video of this. I'm just reading what I'm seeing here, guys. I'm going to go to the detail profile. You can see that that's it. That's the gap that Case Bowles has. That's got him out to 5 seconds now. Where that crash happened, that might slow down the front of that peloton and might give Case a chance, but he's still got quite a ways to go. He's still got 1.75 kilometers to escape. 3 seconds now. They're not going to let it happen. They are not going to let it. These sprinters, they need their wins. Kind of a little bit of a bumpy finish here. We do climb. Very slight, but we are climbing a little bit here. They might catch him on these little ramps. And then it is a fast downhill finish here. So 2 little ramps to go up with over the next 400 meters. Last 800 meters are downhill all the way. Only a short 3.5 hour stream today. I know, right, Don? So yeah, I'm hoping I can get that module done quick. I'm hoping I can get a bike ride done. I'm hoping I can do a Ruby video because, like I said, people still watch those videos. They're still watching those videos that I made like a year ago. And it's not a lot. It'll be like 50 views. 50 views. Guys, when you're as small as me, every view counts. Every like counts. Into the final kilometer here, guys. Laurens Rex here for Intermarché, pulling in the peloton. It's all back together now. Downhill finisher, guys. We're just going to watch this happen, see how it works out. I'm cheering for Dylan Groenewegen. I'd like to see him get a win again. Looks like he's right. His last 2 races, he's finished twice in each race, second in each race. A 5th, a 2nd, and another 2nd in the last 3 races over the last week. So he's kind of hot right now. He's desperate for that win. Or not desperate. He's hungry for a win. Hungry for a win here, guys. Let's rock. It's time for another ring-a-ding-dong dandy, folks. Here we go. Probably down to a couple hundred meters, guys. Sprint trains will be opening up. Attacks will be launching now. Before we know it, this one will be over too. Hopefully I can find something of this on YouTube later. That's generally what I do, guys. Oh, and Mr. Tim Merlier wins again. What do you know? Tier 1 sprinter. So fast. How many wins is that for Tim this year? Tim Merlier here. First place. He was third. So look at that. He was third behind Dylan Groenewegen at Kampioenschap van Vlaanderen. So where did Dylan finish? Watch, he'll finish second again. Just going to see who finished second, third, fourth here, that kind of things. Just give it a quick little update. Then, guys, I'm just going to say I'm done and I'm out of here and I'm getting on with my super boring day I'm going to have. Plus, I'm supposed to ride a bike at some point. But now I'm feeling the stress of getting that course underway. So, yeah, I'm going to have to. There won't be enough cycling and streaming stuff to keep me busy as this over the winter. So I got to focus on that now, which sucks, but that's what I got to do. I don't want to do it. I really don't. It's been 32 days since Tim Merlier's last victory. 3 days in there. Okay, so Max Cantor, this dude here, came in second for Astana. He's a sprinter as well. Not a ton of good... Oh, sixth at Kampioenschap van Vlaanderen. So, yeah, he's up there. Where was Dylan? Tim Merlier has 65 career wins now, guys. 65. Take a look at Tim Merlier here for a second. 32 years old. Wow. It's kind of like super late bloomer. This is the dude I think came from cyclocross. I think he had a ton of cyclocross racing and then went to road racing. And, I mean, 32? And still tier 1. Tier 1 sprinter for sure at 32, which is really, really good. There's a lot of other dudes here that are 30, 31. They've had their sprint days, and they're kind of behind them now. So, very late bloomer here. Just looking for a top 10 result coming through, guys. And then I'm going to vanish for the day. I can see people are taking off already, so that's cool, guys. Hopefully everyone has a really good day today. We may be waiting for a while. Okay, dudes, what I'm going to do, because I have so much to do here, and I'm kind of getting panicky about it, I'm going to jump right now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Just check your bell notifications, whatever, to see what I'll do tomorrow. May or may not do those races. I think I should focus on my course. Maybe if I put 2 days into that, just 2 solid 8-hour days, I can make some progress on it. And I might do some race videos for inside cycling. They're quick, 30, 40 minutes, just to make something. Might make a Ruby video, tutorial video. Merit third, okay. Merit third, let me just see that there. Timothy DuPont fourth for... Oh, that's a good position for that. Tartaletto, Isorex, I think they're a Conti team. Continental team here for this dude. 37 years old, this dude. He's got a really good sprint on him. Never made it to World Tour. Conti, Pro Series. Circus Wanty Gobert. Wow, back in 2020. So he got 4th place. So that's a really good position for him there. Where was Merritt? Yeah, just not seeing it in the results here, guys. Chadu Flocky, great for you to be here, man. Thank you. Dawn, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna say I'll not be back till Saturday doing real world stuff. I may squeeze in a quick Ruby race for a couple of dudes that asked me to do one. But what I really need to do is focus on that course. I need to get it done so I can, because I can't make any money until I get the course done. If I had, sponsors and stuff, I would just keep powering through like this. But dude, I got freaking bills to pay. And I know it's much desired, but I'm not available for OnlyFans yet. So, dudes, that's what I'm going to do. So tomorrow I think is under 23 road race. I'm going to watch it just so I know what's going on. And then the junior race I think is on... Anyway, it's junior and under 23 for the next couple days. Then we go to women's elite racing Saturday, men's elite racing Sunday. Do Saturday and Sunday for sure. You might see me tomorrow. You might see me doing something else. Anyway, dudes, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, everyone. Please like, please hype if you can. I know these videos are going to do terrible, but I just got to keep trying. I'm not a quitter, but got to make some moves, folks. Got to make some moves. Okay, guys, bang, bang time. I got to jump. Yeah, Dawn, exactly. I got to get my learning on. I can't be a deadbeat all my life.